Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Wednesday Night Delight. It's RRF1 Wednesday League Season 6. We are now at round 15, guys. This one plus another 8/9 to go, depending on the Chinese Grand Prix raceability. We are here tonight at the Autodromo Sochi, of course, for the Russian Grand Prix. We have a total of 18 drivers, soon to be 20, with one debutant, or two debutants actually here tonight, guys. We have the lineup so far. I'm going to mention the guys that aren't here. They're going to be on their way very soon. It is, I believe it is Baz the Ninja in the Ferrari and Forrester in the AlphaTauri. They will be jumping in as soon as they can. The 18 drivers we have here tonight, and we have a lady debuting. We've got Austin, Gamerman, Freeman, Noodleneck, Woodsy, Pierre Fondani, Hambo, Darkmark, Ozers, Bish. We got AMG Page making his long-awaited debut. Tried to get him for a few weeks before, never managed to get the seat availability, but he is here now, of course, on board with Riley, who is number 13. We've got Shaggy, who's just above him. We've got Chucky, Ravichili, Rasa, Rara, and Jarvda, aka Dandan. She's going to be racing for the first ever time in RF1 tonight. And I've got hiccups. I've just invited off Dan. I said, how come you invite me? Well, that's why, because you're racing. Happy days. No, I don't really want to watch Pokemon. That's probably not going to be an ideal way to go about my business, guys. So we've got, well, a couple of driver changes here. Gazelle didn't take too kindly to us giving him the 30-second penalty. He left on his own accord. It is what it is. Some people react differently to penalties, so obviously Gazelle took the high road, so wish you well in your future endeavours, fella. As we always say in RF1, the show must go on. AMG Page making his debut here, and of course that means it is a permanent seat up for grabs. Of course, we've offered it to Rupek. If Rupek turns it down, obviously we then step down the reserve list, so we are on board with what could be Riley's final ever reserve race, of course. Lots of reserves tonight, so there's only three. We've got Jarrett, Riley, and Page. So we got a fifth, we got a couple of reserves. But we are nice and cushy compared to usual, yeah. But anyway, we are rolling now, and here comes Riley. Ravichili's come out right in front of Riley. He's going to need to move here. Ravichili's going to have to move. Now, Riley's on a flying lap. Raver's not getting out of the way at all here. Ravichili, what is he doing? Ravichili did not get out of the way of Riley. Now, why was that? AMG Page, yep, that's very nice by Page. Well done making it out of the way. Why didn't Raver move? That's just sat on the race line for like, I mean, unless he sorted his stream out, so he didn't come as AI. Very bizarre by Raver. We're going to have a look back to see if we set the Alfa Romeo through. Who's on it. Well, they're on outlap anyway. Still like, oh, there's Raver. Unless he was doing something, just caught out. I mean, I cannot insult because I did exactly the same thing on Monday night to me. 15 viewers, guys, jumping straight in to watch this, guys. Thank you very much for watching. So back on board Riley, coming down sector 2. His lap time would have been impeded a little bit. Of course, he's going to get a purple first sector, guys. It is a 20-car grid once we get everybody filtering in, like Baz and Forrester still to come in. And yeah, so I believe, yeah, we've just had Forrester's jumped in, so we're just waiting on Baz now. He usually comes in the chat first off before he jumps in. Anyway, guys, hope the stream and the audio is working absolutely fine for you tonight. My stream is lagging like mad, so I hope that's not all around. Riley with a 1 minute 32.9. Why is my stream lagging? I hope it doesn't boot me off the internet. That'll be really, really annoying. So on board, let's have a little look what's going on here then. Oh, God, very, very tight corner there by Gamerman. So we've got, I believe that's the Alpine coming through. Woodsy 1 minute 36.2. Woodsy's been down putting in a really, really good lap in TT at the moment. Mark's coming back into the pits. Gamerman a 1 minute 35.8. And my internet on my tablet has completely and utterly died here. I can't view my stream, which is really frustrating. Next car coming around is a Haas car. That is Freeman. He's coming back into the pits. He's just going to go in for a little bit of a trial run of the situation. I don't know what's going on with my internet. Is my internet dying or something? Just going to press middle button a minute. That's fine there. Well, I can't view my stream, which is kind of frustrating. Shaggy goes in P2, 1 minute 33. Point number. Get ties it, guys. Sorry, forgive me. That's my bad. I'm not on chat, so guys, if you fill yourselves in, thank you very much for coming in. I obviously can't speak at the moment. Noodleneck starts his flying lap. We've got the Williams of, I believe that's Austin coming around the final corner. Austin goes in fastest, 1 minute 32.6. Pardon me, that was a bad chest play up there. 682 Hambo. He's come around. I believe Hambo's going to put in a pretty decent lap. He's going to go for a 31.8. That is an absolute trendsetter right there. Who's going to come and beat that? I think it's time for him to pull his car into the pits, put his feet up, have a cig like I usually do, and pretty much retire the car. Riley jumps ahead of Austin here. Riley, very, very impressive since he has jumped into RRF1. He's done a very, very good job, to be fair. Here we go. So we've got the next couple of cars filtering through. That was Danny with a 32.3. Hamber well out in front. I believe we've got the Red Bull there of AMG Page 34.1. His debut lap in RF1. You can never count those laps out. Woodsy is 4 tips down on his lap. And Woodsy has jumped Gamerman. Finally, Woodsy getting himself right in there. Woodsy, 1 minute 35.6. And Gamerman immediately beats him for 32. We've got a hell of a battle going on down there, haven't we, guys? Holy moly. McLaren then of Shaggy, 33.9. With, of course, it's going to be 20 cars. If Baz gets here in time, we're going to have 5 cars eliminated. And Gamerman has exploded. Oh, dearie me. Gamerman has blown the hell up, so that's him done from qualifying. Yeah, not ideal. Oh, we can't see him because no one's come out the pits. Well, that's absolutely shocking. Come on, Rara, get your ass down there. Break speed limit, you're allowed. Come on, car. I need to know, guys, what I can't, unless someone can drop me a message on Facebook. My tablet internet has gone absolutely piss poor. Twitch is Oh, Chucky said stop. Ah, he was in the lobby. Ah. Oh, Gamerman's not there. Well, Rara's taken to, following the Ferrari right the way down the pits. All over the back of Chucky. Austin has retired from the pits. That, of course, is him there. I believe that is the yellow flag of Gamerman as well. Still showing. Oh, no, it's because Austin's... Ah, right. Okay. Ah, I get it. Forrest on a flying lap. We've got an Alfa Romeo coming around. I believe that is Nudelek, is it? No, it's Danny. He's come back into the pits. Still waiting to see it. That's the fuel run out on him. Nudelek is all the way around there. We've got a Williams there. I think that is Hambo gone round 31.881. Just returning my tablet on. For some reason, Twitch isn't working on my tablet. I don't understand why that is. Got a Mercedes here. It's like O's on that. Oh, who's that? Oh, Woodsy. Oh, dearie me. Well, he's absolutely gazumped himself right there. Woodsy, get yourself going now, bro, in case you get disqualified. You've got a chance to get out of qualifying here, Woodsy. Oh, my God. That isn't a bad way to do it. Just need to put the power down gently on the trigger. That's, yeah, well, yeah, he's got it. Man's got it. Woodsy with the first spin of the session. Freeman has just started his lap. We've got, I believe that is the Williams of... No, it's not, it's the Alpine. Alfa Romeo of Nudelek after myself having an absolutely atrocious Monday night. Probably less said about that, the better, lest we forget, to be fair. Nudelek jumps above Raver Chili and goes right behind Austin. 6 tenths off Austin. And that is Rara coming on to start his flying lap. Chucky, of course, on the out lap. He's just behind the AlphaTauri of Forrester coming round. Let's see what he can do. Forrester's not giving himself much time to prepare, but he's come straight in and slapped in a P7. Very nice. Dartmark starting his lap behind. Williams then, I believe that is still Hambo. He's just putting some rubber down Hambo. Basically, Danny's retired from the pits. I think Hambo's just, like I said, literally just putting some rubber down the track, getting himself rolling, getting himself out there, and Happy Days rallying P3 at the moment. 7 tenths, or 6.5 tenths, sorry, off the main pole time. Let's go up and down the list, see who's coming round. Next car to come through is Raver Chili. He's improving. Will Raver be able to make enough time to move back ahead of Noodleneck? Trying to bridge the gap to the top 4. Where can Raver fit? And he does. Oh, no, he doesn't quite do it, so he improves his time, but not his position on this case. He still goes into P6. Only 10 drivers, well, 11 drivers technically have set times. The 10th driver hasn't actually done anything. He just exploded, really. Ozer's coming around the final corner then. Ozer's not been enjoying this circuit, but a 1 minute 33.586 puts himself P7. Very nice lap from Ozer's. Haskar Freeman, of course, promoted to the podium last week after Gazelle's subsequent penalty. Freeman, 8/6 thousandths off Austin. He comes and joins the front pack, puts himself P5. Freeman with a 1 minute 32.688, as opposed to the 6.82 that Austin has set prior to this. Rara is not pushing and he's invalidated. That's never a good sign. I believe Chucky has the Alfa Romeo front. I don't think the Alfa's going to hold him up too much, though. And straight into the pits goes Nudelek, straight out of the way. At least in Russia, that's kind of more ideal to be able to have that, really, if you think about it. Yellow flag sector 2, and that is Chucky. 1.33.399 matches Raver Chili, his great friend, the rival, to the absolute thousands. Dartmark with a 32.0, bridging the gap between second and first. Danny down to third now, of course. Whale not here. Championship leader not here this week. So will we see anybody move up in there? Forrest is not improving. He's had an invalidated lap. He's going to be going again. Down to the former championship leader, Rasu, who had a bit of an off week last week. And finally, my tablet has come back to working life. Sorry, I was watching The Rock videos earlier, so that's kind of where I'm going with that. I'm coming into the stream now, guys. Forgive me. I've not actually seen any of your messages. Spam me in a minute when I get in there. But here goes Rasu. The tablet is going ridiculously slow. I apologise, guys. This is fucking appalling. Forrester in Rasu, sorry, with the 32.897. So at the moment, the only guy eliminated at the moment is Techie Gamer Man, but then we've got Woodsy as well, who hasn't done a time lap at the moment. We've got the Williams, I think that's Hambo, still going around. He's coming into the pits, I'm assuming, to retire. You think as is Ozes into the pits, he may very well need to go again. I'd say Freeman's pretty much safe, but his fuel lights come on. The Aston then of Jar of Dirt coming to... Oh, well, that's an invalidation right there. That's not ideal for anybody concerned. We've already got the messages flying in, ladies and gentlemen. Right, so we're going to go back to the stream now. Here comes Dan starting here flying lap. Bish looking to come on. Rara's invalidated again, so Rara's put himself in real danger here. Potentially going on. Yeah, I know we're rolling here. Thank you very much. I'm back in the chat, guys. Fantastic. Bish coming around, second to last corner now. Past the Putin pit lane. And here comes Bish there. That's a good lap. 1:32.2. Fuck me, that is a good lap. That's third position for Bish. That is how you get the job done in terms of a lap. Dark Mark retires from the pits. Rassi, I think Forrester's gone again. Forrester there pulls himself closer to his team and jumps a fair few positions up at the P10 there with a 1:33.141. Ozzy saying welcome back. Yeah, my tablet just had a spaz moment. I'm kind of annoying more than anything. Rassi, it looks pretty safe, but you want to be sure. AMG Page is the man in problems. Oh dear, yep, Rassi. Yep, well, okay, no one's there. It's not going to cause anybody any fucking grief, is it? I'm surprised that Riley's gone back out, but it is on the same set of tyres. You don't want to crash off. You've got to look like a booby. You won't be long nowhere as bars. You've got about 45 minutes, mate. 5 minutes if you want to get yourself in Q1. If you obviously don't want to. If you can't, well, if you can't get there, obviously, then don't worry about it. Going to go on board with Jar of Dirt, then she's going to be the first one round. So he comes up an invalidation again. So intriguing here at the moment. Now, Woodsy needs a second and a half to get himself out to qualifying one. He's going to give it a go. Fair play to him. Big shout out to everyone here. We're going to go on board with Jar of Dirt and just kind of wait and see. I think Rara's still on a lap here. And another invalidation. Watching tonight are Bish, Danny, Greza, and Ozes. Thank you very much more to make sure the chat is going well. Also, we've got Baz the Ninja, C Whale. He can't wait to be back next week. India May supporting her fella. Freeman Geese, who of course got promoted to the podium positions last time out at Monza. We've got JV Jones. Welcome in, Jay. Hope you're having a lovely day. Katina Dorakuya, Kaxip, I think that's on bots. Rassi Groot's in. Hey, Groot, how's it going? And Rog, the man who I nearly overtook for the first time ever on Monday, and then I blew up. So Roger supporting the Bulls tonight with a new driver. Bish is retired. That's from the pits. AlphaTauri. I don't know who's going to be where here. There's going to be a few people. Oh, well, it's certainly not going to be Jar of Dirt. I mean, that's not ideal. Oh, dearie me. Where the fuck has she got there? Well, you see, now that isn't an ideal way to complete your qualifying. Well, that's two people immediately eliminated from quali. So we've got Rara, AMG Page, Woodsy. They are the guys in real danger. Don't forget the likes of Shaggy and Ozes. They're not out of the woodshed just yet. Shaggy might need to come back out and do another lap here just in case. Well, Rara's non-push style. Well, Bish, you know what? I had a couple. Well, my best performance around there until obviously I spun out, blew up, and got twatted off by a cue ball fight on the main straight. But you know, it just goes to show, man. I've been doing this shit for 10 years, and by God, it still stings when you retire. I was the last person on Monday League to retire from a race this season, but now I've got over that stigma. Now I can just be shit while retiring from races. But nah, an incredibly competitive field from both of these leagues. And it's starting to show now. Really starting to show. Baz has joined. Now, will Baz get himself in? Rara's moved to 16th. That's not good enough to get out of quali. He's going to have to... Yeah, he's going for a push lap here, but he's on very worn softs. This is probably the only track on the calendar where you can have that sort of tyre wear. Welcome into the lobby, Baz. I see your ass jump in that lobby. I see you down there. O's is on an outlap, just making sure. Page is also on an outlap. Let's watch AMG Page. He's got a fair bit quicker here. 6/10 up, so that's going to put Shaggy in real danger here. Shaggy may have to come out of the pits here and get a lap in. There's not much time really to go. I can't see how much time is left because the yellow flags are out. Page puts us at the 14th. Get himself right stuck in it. Woods is validated. Right, okay. Rara needs to go and do a big improvement here. He needs a good second and a half. Oh, he's gone. He's given himself really, really high pressure stakes here. He's going to need to really bang out a lap from here onwards. Well, wait. So, oh, there's a Mercedes round. Oh, actually, no. I think it's O's letting cars through, I think. Or Riley letting cars through. One of the two. Yep, Riley it is. Ah, yeah, Riley's done his lap, so he's fine. 32.3 for Riley there in P5, the highest driver still remaining, who hasn't retired the car in quali yet. Freeman's on our lap, like fair play, guys, just getting laps in. Ozer's looking to get himself a lap time down. We got Page, who did improve, and he's still improving. Right, so that's pretty cool to see. Rara is 1.1 up, so I think he's going to put his team out. Shaggy will need to go out now, and he has. Shaggy has gone out on track, moving out of the way. He's got more than enough time to let all the cars behind him go. Baz has left the session. Wonder if hopefully Baz hasn't got bad connection there. He is going to start P20 then in that case. Rara's done his deployment and goes P13, but that's not safe in any stretch of the imagination here. Rara then will need to go again. He'll need to push again. He will have one more lap, but that'll be 6, that'll be 7, his 8th lap on the tyres, including the out lap. That's going to be a problem for him here. And MG Page is invalidated. He's going to have to save. And, well, Page is the man in trouble here. Woodsy needs a hell of a lap, but if he gets 4/10, he can take the bragging rights over his rival Gamerman, and that's going to be huge down there. Obviously, he'll be on the left-hand side of the grid too, so you won't have to worry about that. I'll be back in, join and couldn't select a car. Okay, yeah. Nah, yeah, it's probably because you won't be able to join in time, Baz, to be fair. You might have to wait till the next session. It'll automatically put you in a Ferrari, dude, by the way. Yellow flag, sector 2 and 3. Page is done, so Page is sorted. Woodsy, he's invalidated. Now, he might not be able to go again here. He might as well have a try. He might as well have a go. There's nothing stopping you having a go here. Ozis has let Shaggy go. Shaggy's on an outlap, so that's a bit of a curious decision. Obviously, Ozis isn't to know that. Bless me, guys. It's going to be... Well, Page is done. Page is done in this qualifying then. There you go. It's now going to be Shaggy. Now, Shaggy versus Page then. Shaggy versus AMG Page. Woodsy's done as well. Woodsy did decide to come into the pits. That's Woodsy in P18. He couldn't get Gamerman here. Skin Shaggy then. Rassir, by the way, out on track, moves P6, 1 with 32.613. Rara, of course, did a 33.4, and he's on a push lap here as well. He does have the Red Bull of Raver Chili. Raver Chili currently in P10. Not sure what happened with Raver and Riley earlier in the session, but of course, I think it was just kind of... Well, he got out of his way at the very last moment, like in a way to kind of not hinder him too much. Shaggy, and this is an important lap by Shaggy. He's been here many a time over his racing career. Now, no mistakes on this lap at all, as we are now at the end of qualifying. So it's between Shaggy and Page. Shaggy improves his lap. Rara can just go into the pits. He's sorted. Don't have to worry about him. Otis is safe just. But I believe Otis will want to get that next lap in just to kind of clarify it and give himself his own peace of mind. Get himself a bit further up the order. With 20 viewers, guys, thank you very much for watching as well. Been ill recently, that's why I've not been streaming with Bish, but we are back, and Shaggy's 4.5 temps up. This looks good, but he's got to maintain it through the very tricky, very treacherous Sector 3. Could be very slippy, especially going through the exit of these couple of corners here. The chicane coming up, the prolonged chicane, I like to call it. It's not quite the usual quick chicanes that you have at, like, say, Imola, for example. This here, the Russian chicane, is a very, very drawn-out, long, drawn-out process. Shaggy around the second to last corner. Riley's absolutely fine. Into the pits he comes. Here comes Shaggy, and he goes to 11th, which means Page is eliminated from qualifying. Ozus jumps up to 13th. Puts Rara just in, obviously above the drop, but he's absolutely fine. Noodle-Neck, it looks a lot more dodgy for Noodle than went earlier on. I mean, Noodle-Neck could very well have been eliminated from qualifying here, as Rara doesn't quite get him, but he's done that on scrub tyres very nicely there for Rara. The gamble pays off. So AMG Page, Gamerman, Woodsy, and of course Jarvdir on a debut. 2 debutants, both out in Q1. Very interesting. The top of the charts looks pretty similar to what it has been recently. Riley getting himself stuck in there at the top. A lot of people do like Russia. And Riley's trialing minimal to no assists tonight, so very well done for him. Getting himself a time up there. He's only got the corners only. I love us gamers, like, you know, people who like race F1 sims. We have to have coloured lines on. So we have to have, you know, because we don't know which, because obviously as F1 fans, we don't know which way the cars go on the track. I'm guilty of it as well, by the way. That's not me mocking people with assists, I run them as well. But no, an excellent qualifying there for a fifth, you guys. Unfortunately for the debutants, Page and Dandans, unfortunately not been able to find the form to get them through. So Hambo sets the fastest time, 31.8. Then we've got Darkmark, Bish, Danny, Riley, Rasser, Austin, Freeman, Chucky, Raver, Shaggy, Forrester, Ozers, Noodleneck, and Rara. There will be the 15 drivers participating in Q2, of course. 5 of those will be eliminated. Page, Gamerman, Woodsy, and Jarvdir. are, of course, out. Well, of course, until the race. 16th to 19th with Baz and Ninja starting P20, of course, showing a little bit late for the session. He will be moving on there. Excellent stuff. Right, people. So, we have got ourselves a very, very intense Q2 here. Very, very close times. We're probably going to see Rara push a little bit harder. Who's going to go onto the medium tyres? Who's going to kind of brave the softs, depending on the race strategy? And everyone's appearing online for me all of a sudden. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Yeah, look. Everyone in this race is now appearing online for me. What the hell is Xbox doing? We're gonna have a mass outage soon, I reckon. It usually happens at this stage, doesn't it? So yeah, guys, 20 views once again. Like I said, thank you so much for tuning in once again. RRF1, the place to race, as we always say. Of course, we saw a very, I don't even know what the results were on Monday. I feel so bad, man. Obviously, you know when you crash out of a race, it's so fucking hard, man. It still stings 10 years in, and that's when you know you still want to be here. Because it stings that fucking hard when you DNF, man. It still does. And I forgot what it felt like, to be honest with you. That's not being big egoed. I just forgot. Ozers, by the way, very well done getting the Q2. He's had a couple of near misses recently. Oh, well, that's an interesting comment. I've just raced. Oh, you could have started with a good evening all comment, Grezza. Jesus Christ, you're probably giving people, well, a stroke. Thinking about it. Having to have a stroke. We're just waiting now for everybody to come out on track. It's 30 seconds in. Nobody's come out on track yet. Kind of curious. I think people are just kind of deciding which way to go about it. I think the first one out on track, ironically, is going to be Rara, by the looks of it. Oz's mechanics getting ready to send him out, and Rara, I believe, going out. And Softy's the first car out, so we've got aboard Rara. And Alan is here. Alan, welcome back to the chat, bro. I know you've been here quite a few times. You always seem to jump in when I'm leaving, or you end up leaving when I'm about to come online. Our paths have finally crossed, Alan. Hope you're having a lovely evening, young sir. Welcome into the Positive God channel once again. Back where I belong, doing RF1 racing. So, Rara, the first person out on track, of course. There will be another stream tomorrow daytime, guys. That'll be Pos and Bish tackling Imola in the co-op, 10 a.m. Don't miss it. And also tomorrow night with myself and Bish doing Football Manager. Considering my form in the last stream, definitely do miss it. The only person on planet Earth who plugs his stream by telling you not to watch. I'll have that for you. Rasio got in front of us. He's going to be happy with that. The typically glad nose blow as well. That's just one for you guys. As Sector 2, Rara is just out on track very early. I'm assuming he's on the scrubs. Yeah, he's on the scrub soft. These ain't new softs. I don't know what the weather's going to be like. Stuck on loading screen. Okay. Leave and rejoin Buzz, if you can, please. That's curious. I don't know why that is. Hey, look at Alan with the new board in the chat. Hashtag Gratz Alan, please, guys. Hashtag Gratz Alan in the chat. Well done, Alan. Fair play, buddy. Is it a boy or a girl? Boy or a girl? If anyone's watching, I've told Baz to leave. Don't start fretting about it. Boy or girl? Boy or girl? Come on. Drums, please. Right, now here we go. Trundling down past turn one. Oh, it's a little boy. Oh, man, the smile comes across you. Oh, fucking smack myself in the face. Oh, man. Oh, I made up for you, bro. Gratz Alan. In fact, I'll start the trend off, man. Fuck it. I don't care if any of you guys want to do it. I'll do it myself. Here you go. There you go, bud. Have that. Let's see who else joins you. Right, okay, here we go. He who hashtags by himself, hashtags alone. But well done, mate. Much love from the Posman. Rara then. Coming round Sector 2. How was he faring? Oh, he's very aggressive over that inside curve. It does kind of compromise your line on the exit there. And to be honest, I was counting the corners, but I got lost at about 7. It's kind of hard for me to count above that, to be honest. There's a bit for you. Rara then. Down the DRS straight. Let's get some broadcast cam on him. Man, that's awesome news, man. You know, well, I believe you guys. I think you were around when I did one of my first streams after my little lady was born 4.5 years ago. I'm sure you've been around. You've not been far off being around that long, to be fair, but nah, man, made up for you, son. Made up for you, lad. Fair play. Here comes Rara then. Round Sector 3, the tricky left-right chicane. So I was looking from the other side. It's a left-right chicane. as the second to last corner, which does catch a lot of people out on the exit. Hamel RRF, he handles that very nicely. Is he going to cut the curb on the inside? No, that's beautiful. That's a 1 minute 35.5. He's on the scrub tyres. Nice, Baz. Hope you just put your feet up now, Baz. Watch the action like I'm doing, I guess. Rassi coming around next. He's in the AlphaTauri. On the mediums, I believe he is going to set fastest out because Rara's only on a scrub set. Rassi goes in 33.3, the first competitive time of the session so far. That is... What the hell? Freeman, he was on track, it seems, in the pits, genuinely the whole time around. Ozers, 33.7, pretty close to Rassi's time. Chucky, wow, he beats Rassi. That is a lap. Riley on the soft tyres, I think, yeah, he's backed out of the lap. Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. He wanted to see how quick he could go on the tyres. A lot of F1 drivers do that. Like, people are probably thinking, what the fuck are you doing there for? Bit of lag there on Danny. That's on my side, not his. Danny comes across this. It's a 32.3. 9 tenths, just like, what, 8.5 tenths of a second quicker than any motherfucker. Raver Chili did hit himself 1.39.3 and validated, of course. Bish starts his flying lap. Austin here coming around there. What's Austin going to get? P2, 32.7. Bridges the gap between Danny and Chucky. Very nice there for Austin. Looking like it could very well be yet another Q3 for the Williams driver. The Williams pair here. Yeah, flag sector, I believe that's Riley getting out of the way, is it? Pardon me, sorry guys, forgive me. And that was the AlphaTauri come out the pits there. Forrester, another Q2 for Forrester. He's had a bit of a shaky run, Forry. So it's good to see him obviously back in the line. Obviously he suffered with the old Rona. He's now back with us full time. Rara doesn't get, well, he does improve a little bit. That's not gonna vinegarize anybody's fucking chips, is it really? 1 minute 35.3 there. Maybe looking to go a little bit quicker later in the lap. Rassir then up to P2, 100th quicker than Austin. These two always seem to be very similar in qualifying times, and it remains to be the case. 100th of a second here. Rassir jumps Austin by to move on to the provisional second spot in quali. Fires the nice out of the way from Rara there. Let's go and check on Ozas, who's entering the pits. Riley is invalidated, but he moved out of the way anyway. Chucky comes in. Next car round is the Williams of Austin. He's pushing again, Austin. He won't be too happy being down this time. Oh, he entered the corner a little bit too slow there. I think Baz is him out. I'll let him confirm. I believe he's watching the action live, motherfucker. Here we go. I think we've got Bish, actually. Bish is on a lap. Sorry, I did miss Bish. He overtook Austin prior to that. Sorry, guys. Eyesight there as we were going down the course. Here comes Bish around the final corner. Let's see how he does. And that's P4. Nice lap. 1:33.067. Whether that's going to be enough or not remains to be the case. Austin jumps ahead of Rassi. Had a very, very fine final sector. Even though he ran a bit wide at the final corner. Probably could have put another 10th on his time, but still got himself in a P2. Good stuff. Dude like Danny's coming in. Is he? Yeah, Danny's just coming in. I think Shaggy's gone for one run on the softs as well. Interesting to see how he does. Rara is just using his tyres up. I mean, I don't know. Like, I can't insult what he does. Just because I don't do it. That's just a really, really bullish thing to do. It's just not something I do. I wouldn't want to risk spinning off. But if Rara's got the confidence to keep doing the laps round, go ahead. I mean, he's putting in a full fucking stint here on these tyres. Forrest is starting his flying lap. Let's go on board with Rassi to see if there's any closer. No, he's coming to the pits. Fair enough. Free McGee's the only surviving Haas after Gamerman decided to take a loving for the fucking wall. That is Gamerman, or Free McGee, sorry, in Q3 once again. In Q2 once again. He's made Q2 every time he's took to the track, barring one where he crashed off earlier in the season. Hambo then looking to set the timing sheets on fire like he did in Q1. Dartmark was only a couple of tenths off him though. Just some extra practice. Yeah, exactly, Osis. You know, like, who am I? Like, you know, I wouldn't do it myself because I wouldn't trust not to spin. But if Rara couldn't trust himself not to fly off on one tyres and fucking put in a stint on the softs, you're going to know, even though 50 full quality of this, Hambo only 3.5 tenths ahead of Danny. Danny's bridged the gap back to him, but Hambo's still the man to beat, it seems, in qualifying at the moment. Mistakes in the race and buoyant safety cars have kind of cost Hambo in the last few races. Oh, Forrest has got the condom helmet on. He's sporting the rubber Johnny. Pick your lube, mates. Oh, it better not be raining. Oh dear, you don't want a wet condom, mate. Fair enough. Hambo is a cheat code. Hambo is the man to beat in terms of quali pace this season, it seems. Oz has just beaten his team at Rally as well. Bless me, sorry guys. Austin retires from session. So that is Austin's contribution done, and condom head Forrester. I'm not actually bad yet, but I've got to call it because he's wearing a condom on his head and the helmet. 11 thousandths of a second, Danny, with the laugh there. You know it, bro. We gotta just take the piss out of Cody's bollocks, don't we? I mean, if not, life would be so miserable. Freeman Keys then. Crossline P3. 32.6. Good luck by Freeman. 6 tenths off top spot. Well done, mate. Williams come on. I think that was handball once again. I don't think anyone's actually on fresh laps. I know that Freeman is pushing, I think. Yeah, he is. Freeman's pushing again. Giving it a go. I'm not sure, obviously, what the weather is. I haven't checked. So it's going to be a nice surprise at the start of the race as we work through. I managed to leave the party just in time. Shaggy, Raver, and Darkmark are all come back out on track. Noodleneck, of course. Not set a time as of yet. He's not out on track. Hopefully Noodleneck will get himself out there, get himself in with a soft run. The thing with Rara's strategy, though, is I'm going to go back to that briefly, is if you invalidate your one fast run, you haven't got time then to go back out and do more. That's the only issue. I don't know, so maybe down to setup. I mean, that's probably the main reason, I'd say. I remember some of the top guns in this Wednesday League are absolutely shit hot, you know, so it's, don't be disheartened, bro. Get yourself in a Q3, and if you get to Q3, be on and joining them. That's one thing I could definitely say. To be fair, though, you have been saying you've been struggling with the track, though, in fairness, so... I'm going to go on board with Shaggy. Shaggy's the next one on a lap, so here comes Shaggy then. Bit of a car joining lag there. I've had that for a good few years, but... Here comes Shaggy. Fastest time on softs so far is, well, Oza's 33.7 to beat. And also, Oza's, don't be disheartened by people being quicker than you, man. It's all down to the race. Even if you're not scoring points, mate, you aim to beat the car in front of you. That's the best way to put it. Don't break, says Danny. Well, yeah. We've seen that tactic before, Danny. We'll leave that there, son. RRF1 36. That's SECS, you pervy bastards. That should be his new name. I shouldn't really take the piss today, but fuck it. Shaggy's looking like a pretty good, decent... I'm talking about sex, we say Shaggy. Well, interesting. Come on, Alphas. Alan's supporting the Alphas too. Hey, that's my car. Hey. Yeah. Fuck's sake, pause this, Daddy. Yeah, I was hoping you'd see the funny side to that shit, but yeah, we did. Shaggy, come on the final corner. Come on, Shaggy, what are you going to get here, buddy? 32. Looks like he's going to beat Oz as he does. Not by much, though. We're half a second up. So Shaggy's in P9. Not safe by any stretch of the imagination. Riley's on the mediums as well. He's going for another blast lap here. Noodleneck has come out, so we're going to get lap times off everybody here now. Oh, please don't not break at turn 1, for the love of God. Don't need the headache. Don't need the fucking headache. So rolling so far, Danny, 2 rounds, it says. Well, I mean, it's happened in every other... It's happened... It's actually only ever happened... It's never happened in this league, saying that. No, it hasn't. We had Sunday Drive, and Woodsy thought the break was... The break was a sin against humanity on Sunday for the Sunday Drive. Seeing that column just disappeared every 2 seconds anyway, so... Can I start at the back, please? Why would you want to do that? That's stupid. Just set your laps. Okay, whatever. Raver gets his lap in 1 minute 33.1. That puts himself in P7. Riley now is the car at risk, and he is out on track though. Riley coming around. Let's see if he can move himself up. Come around the final corner, Riley. P3 on the mediums. 100th off Danny. 14 thousandths to be absolutely exact. 1 minute 32.367. Good stuff there. Alpine then Darkmark. Not started his lap yet. We're going to go on board with Bish, who's currently in P6. He's 200ths of a second. I find it funny though, when Hambo usually comes from the back, he's only actually made it through the pack once in his RF1 career. It usually goes horribly wrong. There's no point, just go lead the race and win it. Bish does do a lap a tenth slower than is best. So Bish is not safe yet, especially with a couple of cars and soft tyres. Very interesting. Austin's gamble to come in to retire early on the mediums. Sometimes it works, other times it doesn't, but we'll go back to tyre now. Everybody barring Rara is on the softs. Oh, for fuck's sake, Hambo. Well, you could have just fucking... Your humour's just beyond me, seriously. I mean, it's probably because you're such a trolling bastard. I mean, there's no fucking knows if you'd be fucking serious or not. The sign of a good troll, I guess. I'll say that, but you can play, sorry, mate, to the party. What a fucking party it is. I've stopped being moody now, Ryan. How you doing? After that fucking heartbreaking crash on Monday. Oh, man, I cold left and went offline for 2 days. Mark then has a purple middle sector. Should be interested to see if he can hang up here at the front. He's been up there the whole time so far. Yellow flag there. Danny has retired from the pits. And so that's pretty much Danny done. Then I think Danny's comfortably through by the looks of it. As Mark coming through the second to last corner now. Dark Mark then crosses the line. Very close to Hambo, 2/10 off. Dark Mark once again in P2. Oh, fuck's sake, I'm fucking dribbling. A tissue, fuck. Oh, for fuck's sake. Bish, third lap on the tyres. Oh, my God. No, I didn't race quit, bro. I crashed off. And then exploded. So now I was like, fuck it. Nah, man, I crashed off. I was just fuming. Genuinely. It just proves that after, like, years. And Ozers is done in quali. Ozers done in 14th. So Ozers is the first car eliminated. Shaggy out as well, sorry. So Forrest is out there. Chucky's out there as well. I think Chucky's the next car round, to be fair. A bit of a spoiler, I just went offline. I didn't turn the Xbox properly off. I just went on Final Fantasy and cracked open a beer. No, I went on FIFA, and it moved me from striker to left mid. Then I cracked open a beer. Chucky goes in a P5 then, on the soft tyres though. So he's now the other than Raver Chili who is done here. So it's now going to be, who's going to be next up? And Noodlek is eliminated from qualifying. Noodlek eliminated. So it's going to be Forrester and Rara. Let's go on board with Rara. That means that Bish is safely through. Oh, this is the final lap was dreadful. Well, it's up to Rara to move up then. He's going to have a hard job in his hands. He's going to need to get himself pretty high up here. He's going to need to beat a 1:33.1. He's going to have to put 2 seconds on his time. High pressure stakes for Rara. He might not do this, you know. Oh, and he absolutely smashes it. Never mind. Which means Raver Chili's eliminated. Forrester puts out Rassur. Whoa. Wow, now that is a shock. Rassur, the former championship leader. Well, technically, he's up there fighting for the title. Rassur down in 11th in quali. That's going to be huge. That is huge for Rassur. Forrester put his championship contending teammate out. That is a shithousery award. Fair fucking play. Bish comes into the pits, and that is everyone retired from the pits. Fair play. Yeah, Riley comes in doing bits. I mean, so we had Gazelle who took his ball and went home after getting a 30-second penalty. And then basically, Riley comes in, puts it up there, 4th place. So Hambo, top of the charts again, 2 sessions in a row, 32.009, 32.255. Dark Mark is second. Alpine's only representative in Q2, gets itself in a second in Q2. We've got Danny, Riley, Chucky, Rara, Forrester, Freeman, Austin, and Bish. There are your 10 races competing for pole position here today. Rassur, big shock there in the AlphaTauri. 7/10 of a second separates the top 11. 1.7 seconds separates everyone. O's on a bad lap though. 1.2 seconds separating the first to 14th. Rassur, Raver, Noodlex, Skin Shaggy, and O's as the cars eliminated. We've offered it to Rupek. If not, Riley's getting it. That's basically where we're going with this. Rupek's been offered the seat. If you don't want it, your new teammate's Riley. So that's kind of how that works. And the same old people who keep jumping back online for me, Ozers, Raver Chili, and Rassur, all jump back online again. I can see you fucking online, you twats. Chalky having a good little race there. Of course, we've got guys looking at the combined constructors. At the moment, I believe it's McLaren leading the way with Williams, Red Bull, and Alfa Romeo. So that is your top 4 there in the combined constructors. And then we've got lots of cars coming out on track here. Good to speed. Everyone's pissing, pouring out the fucking track. Holy moly. Dark Mark, first car out. Are we going to get some rain then? Because everybody has dove out the pits. That is a nose blow, because absolutely scenes. We're going to go onto TV Pod, just take a little look here. I think we could be getting some rain. The amount of people that have just dove out on track, there's got to be some rain happening. Look, don't fucking apologise, man. It's Xbox. God. Apologising on behalf of Microsoft. Man, you're a brave motherfucker, I tell you. So, Rara out on track. We got Danny not yet out on track. You're going to want to get out there. I'm guessing all 10 guys are out on the circuit right now. Well, 9 of the 10 guys, Danny should be on his way out now. And he's not, which is surprising. These guys don't look like they're hanging around either. And Forrester certainly doesn't look like he's hanging around. Forrester's exploded. He's in the middle of the troll. Deary me. That's trying too hard there on cold soft tyres. Maybe possibly the worn ones as well. Forrester is gone. He's P10. It's been doing it to me recently a lot. I don't know what the fuck Xbox is playing with. I mean, I'd love to have what it's smoking, to be fair. Because my cigarettes just simply ain't getting the job done no more. But everybody, by the way, guys, a big shout out to everybody coming in the lobby. The reason why we say everyone in by 5-2 now is just so we can obviously then, if we made any mistakes, we can go over them. We don't have to fanny around and bring people in, chase people up with like 1 minute to go, yada, 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 yada. Shout out to everybody. Fair play. That's going to be the common thing now. Just get yourselves in as soon as possible. Here comes Start Mark starting his lap. Start Mark in the LP former race winner. You know, she got about 12 minutes, mate, so you're good. I don't know why you want to go watch that shit, but yeah, fair play to you. I know what you mean. Yeah, go on, mate. Off you go. You're good. What do you call me? Pops? Pops. I did not have relations with his mother. I promise. Wow. Fuck. We're really going there. Mark then is going to be the first person to set a time lap. Will he be able to get his car on pole position? I haven't seen Mark get many poles, if any, this season, to be fair. It's all been kind of dominated by the Hambo, Whale, Danny trilogy. If you guys can let me know anybody else who's got a pole in the chat, shout out in the comments, guys. In the comments, let us know if who else has got a pole position in this chat. Let me know. Rassir comes in and buttons his mouth there. Not a good start for Rassir, of course. Rassir, did you get a pole? Oh, shit, with the zip. Nah, GG. Unlucky there for Rassir, of course. Was that rain? That's a yellow flag there. I think that's Rara letting a car go of Freeman. Dartmark, not the cleanest lap this. He's made a couple of little mini mistakes. You've seen him kind of get crossed over a few times. Mark, though, sets the time of 32.1. If there is going to be rain, it hasn't landed yet. But everybody is out on track, including Danny now. He's on his, bish there. He's the last of his ERS 32.7. Mercedes of Riley. What's he going to get? Riley sets provisional pole. Riley sets provisional pole. 1 minute 31.9. Hambo. He's got to answer this, surely. Oh, for God's sakes. Hambo goes to 31.5. Breaking Mercedes' hearts there. But Hambo, Riley got himself his highest, well, this could be his highest qualifying in his shoe. Chucky comes across the line. P6, well done, Chucky. P6, 1 minute 32.8. Get himself a decent lap. Here comes Freeman. Freeman Geeks coming around the final corner now. What's Freeman going to do? He's going to beat Chucky. He beats a few cars. 32.2. Plus himself on a P4. Not quite the GOAT there, mate. Not quite up there yet. Rara pits in. Now, this is interesting. So, one driver hasn't set a lap yet. That is Danny. Yellow flag is sector 1. I believe that's Hambo moving out of the way of the fry. Fair play. I believe we've got the Red Bull. No, it's not a Red Bull. Sorry, no Red Bulls in this qualifying session, of course. Both eliminated in Q1/2, Page and Raver, respectively. So Danny's starting off. The former championship leader, the guy who ran away with it at the start, is Danny. Didn't dominate the races, but dominated the championship. Uber consistency. It's like if Massey was to come back potentially and have a bad run, that'll be the same thing as what Danny's had earlier this season. Hopefully his bad run's out of the way. Danny, purple sector 1. Sorry guys, having a bit of a kind of a nose issue. I've got one of them sneezes like trapped. The back of my nose. It's fucking doom headed. Here we go. So Freeman, I believe, has he spun or is he just going slow? No, he's going slow. Okay. Austin with the second lap. Moves up to P3. 1 minute 32.1. Williams looking very competitive again this race weekend. Obviously, Austin had a bit of an issue, but and Hambo, of course, had one too. But of course, they've been bouncing back very slowly after him. They need to kind of pull themselves back up to where they were, Williams, after the 1-2 at Austria. The high note for them this season. Austin's first and only RRF1 win to date, of course. So, Danny, coming around the final corner. This is looking like a solid lap by Danny. Goodness me, it's P2! Beating Riley to the front row. It's Hambo and Danny once again. Austin there putting his feet up. He's going to be coming back. He's the last car to come back around for his final run. What an awesome qualifying we've had so far. And we're not even at the end of it yet, guys. There's still the final runs to go. As everyone is sitting in the garage, waiting for the inevitable. Unfortunately, Forrester can't find out where he would be. So he knocks his team out of qualifying and blows up on the fucking outlap. Absolute scenes. Here we go then. So Austin then into the pits. Let's go on with Danny. Just to give us something to watch, I guess. And Danny's actually pushing again. 2/10 quicker, Danny. I didn't think he'd be on a lap, but now we're going to get on board. Let's see what he can do. Right in the curb so aggressively, but it works. Absolutely doggy style that motherfucker. Oh, dearie me. Well, that's an absolute cum shot that went flying out of the hole. And that is Danny's qualifying pretty much summed up right there. Well, very good, actually. Quite frankly, P2. Whether it's as good as what he'd prefer. Being so far off Hambo. Hambo may potentially dip it. Well, finally, we've got all the front runners behind Rassir all together at the front. It's going to be interesting to see how this race unfolds. Chocky then the first car out. That was Chocky's cue. He starts off the second round, the final round of qualifying madness here at the Sochi Autodrome in Russia. Round 15, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to say a minimum of 23 rounds this season. We're going to trial China in a few weeks' time to make sure the glitches are done with, because it was fucking shagged, that track before, to be fair. It was awful. We had glitches all over it. There was other issues in terms of online racing, but if they are gone, it'll be a 24 race calendar. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The final runs in qualifying 3. Hey, well, but you're not here, so that doesn't count. You're not here, motherfucker. We hope we see you back next week, well, of course, as the RF1 circus takes us to Singapore in December, of course. So hopefully it'll be down to 29 degrees, not fucking 31 over there. Love to go to Singapore in the winter, man. That'd be class, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I see you. I see you there, Whale. I see you. Bringing me the view, though, mate. Thank you so much, man. Hope you're having a good week off and hope you're well. With the crying emojis. Fuck off. Of course, the sad news, Gazelle's left the league, of course. Like, I ain't afraid to say why. He just backed out because of the 30-second penalty. It is what it is. I ain't got to hold him against him. People take decisions worse than others. Been there before. I've done very similar things, so I'm not going to... I'll be calling the kettle... It'll be the pot calling the kettle black, won't it, really? So I'm not going to go too much into that. Just wish you well, Gazelle, with all the future leagues that you race in, and hope you get on with it. City 1-2-1, that is the absolute most pointless bit of information I'm going to get tonight. So, here comes Chocky then. First run, the end of Q3. 1/10 of a second will get him ahead of Bish. He'd want more. Next week is Singapore. I see Singapore, mate. 1st of December in this league. 29th of November for the Monday League. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to work with the Amis just to see if we can put China in. I'll work out where we put it. I want Abu Dhabi to finish and I want Jeddah to be second last. So that's kind of where we're looking at. Obviously, that's just what I want. I've not spoken to the other guys yet, so that's not confirming anything. Hey, Rod, support the Ferrari. Make sure the Red Bulls do not see that, mate. Welcome into the chat, Rod. Hope you're having a lovely one, mate. I don't know where anybody finished. Baz says, go Chocky. Now, that's definitely a Ferrari driver supporting the Ferrari driver. Chocky, centre of attention here right now as he flies down the back straight. Going into the very, very tight right-handed. Chocky is a 10th and a half up. That is going to be good enough for P7. barring no major improvement. If he improves majorly in Sector 3, then the sky's the limit here. He can put himself in anywhere between 4th and 6th. I think the top 3 spots are just out of reach here for Chucky, but nothing, well, anything can happen in racing. He may have had a bit of a botch Sector 3. Here we go, let's have a look, see how he does. So that's a fine second to last corner. It looks like a better lap, and it is a better lap. He's very close to Freeman, sorry. He wouldn't be close to Forrester. He blew up about half an hour ago. And there's, who's that? Is it Hambo starting his flying lap? Bish coming round, I think he's next. No, it's not. It's Freeman Geese. No, it's not. I have no idea who it fucking is. It is no one. I've completely botched this up. Who the fuck is coming around for a lap? Is it Bish? It is Bish, right? Okay. Absolutely fucking pissed all over that one. I already know what strategy I'm running around Singapore. Don't crash and hold every cunt up. Right, here we go. Bish coming through. Is he going to be able to nab his P7 back? He is! And nearly got P6 even closer to Freeman. Bish there, 1 minute 32.297. Mercedes of Riley puts it P2, separating the top 2. Will they be able to answer back? Danny's the first one round. Riley seems good, man. He seems good. Obviously, any clips you get, guys, will be to Grit and Ryan this evening. Grit and Ryan, a.k.a. I think it's the new Sneaky Wolf 2.74. Ah, DNF. What a mong I am. And Hambo's invalidated. Danny's got pole. Hambo invalidates. Freeman's coming behind him, though. And Freeman's improving. Danny's got pole and Hambo invalidated. Danny's on pole provisionally. Long way to go in this qualifying yet, though. Freeman round the final corner. Is it going to be enough for P4? It's not. He didn't improve. Didn't improve. Rara, who hasn't shown us what he can do this qualifying session. Round the final corner goes Rara. He starts on the medium tyre, of course. Rara, this is looking like a pretty solid lap here. Rara P6. 7 thousandths quicker than Freeman. Who've got come round? I think Austin's coming round. Austin invalidated. Mark. Dark Mark, is he going to snatch pole? His first pole in season 6. He doesn't, and he's 2. Fourth. Well, what a shocking, surprising, shocking qualifying all of a sudden. Wow. Fuck. 800 separating the top 4, guys. RRF1 Danny. 31.419, a 441, a 500, and a 501. Danny, Mark, Riley, Hambo. There you go. 7 tenths further back is Austin. Then we've got Rara, Freeman, and Bish sharing row 4. Chucky and Forrester sharing row 5. Forrester, it'd be interesting to see who we would have fitted in. But it is 10th here, guys. I'll be back in 2 minutes. What an absolutely belting qualifying session that was, ladies and gentlemen. And we are here. Race day, Sochi. Bottom 4 currently on the softs. Gamerman, Woodsy, Jarved it, and Baz. Page on the mediums. Oh, it's a soft. It goes soft, medium, soft, medium, soft, medium from here. Shaggy and Noodle Neck. Medium to soft. Shaggy on the mediums, interesting. Raver on the mediums with Rasseur. And basically everyone at the top 8 on mediums with Chucky and Forrester starting on the soft tyres, of course. Foot to my Q3 time would be up there. Bish probably would be up there too, mate. But, like I said, as Hambo found out, you've got to basically not invalidate your time or cock your lap up. That's the way to go. One cock up in this league, and that's about 4 or 5 positions done. It's that competitive, as we've seen. 0.08 of a second just over between the top 4. One of the closest qualifying. It's probably the best qualifying we've had all season. That's saying something because we've had some fucking belters in this league. As Riley's pit is absolutely spazzing out here. Look at that. Can you not feel the vibration from underneath? We are going already. Okay. So we are rolling. Admittedly, I was outside for about 2.5, 3 minutes. But we are ready to roll here at the Russian Grand Prix. 10 o'clock, I believe we are on. Hopefully that was an admin that readied up. Fingers crossed. We've not had an early ready up, guys, this season. I think we had one very early on, didn't we? But it was an accident, so... But no, we haven't. That was a different league, sorry. So we're about to get rolling, guys. Hopefully everybody is here for the start. Let's go on board with Hambo. Oh, it's not Hambo! It's Danny! Holy moly! I'm not used to it! Fuck, I fucked up! Everyone's here. And casually, Gamerman's not going again. Gamerman just probably thinks, fuck it, and I've got to have cold tyres going into fucking turn 1. Absolutely not winning. Gamerman. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Fuck you know. Oh, poor guy. Oh. Just feel sorry for him, don't you? Anyway, on with the kind of rest of the guys. So, Danny, Dark Mark, right, let's go back on the tyres to make sure everyone's on the same. Yeah, we've had no real changes, so obviously top 8 on mediums. Chucky in 9th, Forrester in 10th, Rossi, AlphaTauri's together again. They were quite high up last week, of course. Raver, Noodle Neck, Shaggy, Ozes, Page, Woodsy, Jared Dirt, making her debut, as is Page, of course. Baz the Ninja. Game Man, of course, on the grid. We're going to see him on the naughty set get passed by 16 other cars. That is quite intimidating. I've done it before. It's like, oh god. You just feel like such an idiot when you're on the grid, I tell you. Now, Riley's really holding everyone up here. I mean, you go to the race leader's pace into the formation lap. I mean, this is... Like, I don't know what Riley's doing here. Like, yeah, that's... I don't know, because, like, Danny's going to have to go really... Danny's already come onto the grid here. I mean, to be fair, it's not causing anyone any issues. He's not doing anything illegal, but just kind of... I think it probably is a shithousery award, maybe, for going so far behind the guys in front. I mean, you do have to move up. I think it does punish you for being too far behind. Riley touching the limits of legality there. I mean, I wouldn't do it myself personally, so we will give him the shithousery award this evening. Rara, Bish, Chucky, Forrester, Rasseur, Raver, Noodle Neck, Skin Shaggy, Ozes, Page, Woodsy, Jar of Dirt, and Baz the Ninja forming up on the grid. There you go, you see him. P20. A full lobby again in RRF1. How are we going to take this? Let's go and find out. RRF1, Season 6, Round 15, Wednesday League. And it is lights out and they're fucking out of here immediately. And here we go. It seems like everyone's got off to a pretty good start. The top 2 have gone together. Hambo's already ahead of Riley. These guys together very cool. Oh, we got a car really wide on the outside there. I think I might be Noodle Neck. Is it just in the back? Yes, it is. Oh, Red Bull's got... Oh, God. Oh, damn it. Oh, yeah, but that's a die by the Red Bull. There's 2 cars off. 2 cars off. It's Austin again. Round is it Austin? Round. Goodness me, he's involved in this every week. There's an Alpha with no front wing. Oh, my God. It's absolute... It's a bloody murder. Oh, God. So we've got a yellow flag sector 1. We have to check back, make sure everyone's okay. It's very congested back there in midfield. Oh, whoa! Baz! Oh, holy moly! Who's that off? Okay, well, I just followed Baz through like an absolute freight train there. I don't know what the hell happened there. Baz just absolutely sent one like an absolute mad fucking Eskimo. Rara around the outside of Rassir. That's a good move. Very good move by Rara. Oh, there's a yellow flag there. Chucky's letting a whole host of cars through. Woodsy's up to 12th here. Unbelievable start by Woodsy. This is fucking madness. Dartmark into the lead. Dartmark takes the lead then. Madness in the first lap. Jar of Dirt with Raver Chili. Side by side, Raver does have... No, doesn't have wing damage, Raver. But this, so this new looking to make good for what he's done. Really looks got no wing. This poor scene's gone from bad to worse. Freeman in 4th, Riley in 5th. Forrester 6th, Bish 7th, and we got Page up to 8th from 16th. Fucking hell. Nice. Austin back to 10th. Ozone Chucky into the pits. Rassir into the pits. Oh, God. Rassir's season's gone from bad to worse. Raver Chili into the pits. I'm sure we're going to get some clips here after the race, guys. Very interesting start. Riley had a little dive up there at Freeman. Didn't quite make the move off. Pull the move off, though. We're going to go up top here because Danny is all over Dartmark. Dartmark's going to have to defend like an absolute mad bastard from these two quick cunts behind him. Mark isn't a slouch himself, though. Just see Forrester on the first Aston of Bish there. Rara on the back of Woodsy. Rara on the back of Woodsy. And Rara's round! Rara's round! Well, that's a whole wing off. I don't know what's happened there. Rara's going to have to get going again. Out of the way of Jar of Dirt. Moves out of the way. Jar of Dirt 14th. Gamerman in 15th position. Don't quite know what happened there. I'm not going to make any speculation. Didn't see it, so I can't really go and say someone hit someone. Well, I could, but on the replay I might be shown to be an absolute bitch, so I'm not going to bother. I saw Rara and Woodsy very close together. I don't quite know what happened. We're assuming going to get a clip after the race if it was any skullduggery. Rara with no wing, though. Rara into the pits down in 16th. He'll surely fall right down the field here. Austin on the back of Skin Shaggy, but we're going to go up top now. Back up top here between Hambo and Danny. Let's get on the tyres then. Right, so there are your tyres here, ladies and gentlemen. Raver Chili going on the hards. I'm assuming that'll be to the end. Slash to a safety car. Riley there just on the back of Freeman in the background. 4th, 5th. Freeman's had a great start too, by the way. Danny got jumped there. Hambo's up a place. Riley down 2. Danny with DRS then. Danny with DRS immediately with DRS. Dartmouth's going to have to go with... I can't see Mark holding this position unless he defends stoutly. Mark and Danny, beautiful move by RRF1 Danny. And Riley and Freeman side by side still. Riley going to trail apart. Gale at Riley outside. He can't quite do it. Oh, Freeman holds him off beautifully. Page up to 6th with Shaggy and Austin. Let's see how Page gets involved with the battling here. In his first race, Jar of Dirt and Gamerman having themselves a little ding-dong here for 14th place. Round the pitch, he will fall behind Rassir and Chucky, maybe come out in front of Noodle Neck. Big switcheroo positions at the moment in this at the start of this race, of course. Couple of big talking. Yellow flag, sector 2. Riley's gone! No! No! Oh, God, watch out, guys! Fucking hell! VSC needed. It's needed. Guys, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Fucking hell. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Jar of Dirt, Game Man have a little collision there. I think Jar of Dirt slammed on a bit too quick. Game Man has got up the backside, but there's no damage. It's a bit harsh. Riley leaves the session. Such a shame. He had a good little couple of battles there. At the start, Raver Chili, New Luck and Rara's gone on the hards as well. Danny and Dartmark. No safety car out, though. Which I've got to be honest is quite surprising. Riley was in quite a dangerous position. What a phonetic start then to the Russian Grand Prix as we enter lap 4 under VSC conditions. Already one car down, that was Riley. He was looking good, Riley, as well, to be fair. He was pitched for a pretty decent race. Not anymore. Danny, of course, the guys behind have to watch the Delta. They've got to time it just right. Forrester promoted to 5th position. You see all the way down there, Oz is in 10th. Oz is in the points. From 15th on the grid. Shaggy's got a whole load as well. Page from 16th has now entered 7th place. Awesome stuff, this. And the top 3 have escaped at the moment. There is Rara's tyre tread there. You just seen that up there. Very long VSC, this. Gamerman does enter the pits, so that's curious. Woodsy's going to drive through. No! Woodsy! God damn it. He just gets no break, does he? Gamerman in the pits. He has benefited here from the VSC a little bit. We'll go back up top there because we've got a top 3 scramble between Danny, who of course took the lead just before the VSC. Took that turn 1. Yellow flag. Page is retired. No, another one. Oh, God, where's he got off? Oh, Page has binned it as well. Oh, no. Good grief. Is there like a lack of grip around that corner? Oh, Page is having a great start and he's dropped it. Jar of Dirt in it debuts in 12th. 12th position. Unbelievable sauce. What a mad start to the Grand Prix. We're going to go up top. I went back there because I was assuming there's a safety car, but there's not. Top 3 that are going to have safety car. Fuck, I've got the fucking SC on the brain at the moment. Danny's going to have to defend. Dartmark will have ERS. As the show must go on. Page crashed out. We've lost Riley. 2 reserves are already out of the race with literally 4 laps of the Grand Prix beginning. And it was all driver error as well. As we're on board then with Hambo, watching the madness unfold. Bishop Forrester. Bishop Forrester, the same place I crashed out there. Just on the inside. Bish trying to go around the outside. He streamed that race. Maybe learning not to go to the inside line when on overtake. That was my own fault. On fresh tyres. Didn't put the power down too early. Bish back into the slipstream. Forrester currently up in P5. Excellent stuff by Forrester then. He's been driving very well since his return. Bish. Oh, you're not going to get through there, buddy. I'll be honest. Jar of Dirt pits. It's an early pit stop. Is that damage potentially? But we're going to go back up top because now the top 3 are in the DRS train again. It's like a DRS train between 3 cars. But Freeman having a very quiet race. Rassir down in 13th with a penalty already. Not ideal for him, of course. He has already made his pit stop. Only the top 11 haven't made it. Woodsy, of course, served his drive-through. He's actually still in 11th place. That's how far ahead he was. That's kind of mental. So there we go. Woodsy's in 11th. He's going to be able to push on with Chucky and Rassir. Wouldn't really hurt Woodsy to give themselves a bit of a chance, bit of a fight here. Woodsy, kind of the star driver of the day so far. Pushing above. And oh, this is incredible performances. Danny got fastest lap there, 35.4. Of the top 3, pretty much identical lap time anyway. One of them was going to get fastest lap that time round. But Mark sees blood now. He sees his target. Is he going to be able to get him? I don't believe so. Not on this lap. But Bish has got Forrester. I think that's inevitable. I think Chucky has got Woodsy on the next DRS straight. There you go. Top 3 then all battling, it seems. Line is still at the moment. Danny, Dartmark and Hambo. All 3 drivers deep in the hunt for the championship here. Looking to claw back points on Seawell. Well, they will overtake Whale at the end of this race. As it stands. Freeman's just following behind in a very nice 4th position there. He's got a very comfortable drive at the moment. Doesn't really need to kind of push too hard. Looking at Mark at the moment because Danny's starting to get away from Mark here. Owen says, go, 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 go. You know it. Hambo, but Mark is still in DRS. Hambo. Mark seems very strong through that complex of corners. Just strong enough to stop Mark from pulling away here. No ERS being used by any of the top 3. Hambo just looking out there, and Freeman once again just chilling behind him. Austin, of course, had an incident with Rara at turn 1. It's turn 2, but I call it turn fucking 1. That kink isn't a fuck. Well, on the mini-map is a corner. It's not a fucking corner. So these guys looking to go soft, medium to soft, then you'd imagine. Hard runners will probably go to the end bar in a safety car. Let's see, Chucky's in 11th. Oh, by the way, Rassir has moved ahead of Woodsy. Woodsy down to 13th now. Having himself a solid drive. Jar of Dirt currently in last position at the moment. No ghosting, of course, so Dandans will have to move. I call it Dandans, that's her original name. Jar of Dirt will have to, of course, move out the way, of course. And there's no ghosting. Dartmark goes to the inside. Hammer around the outside here. Terrible cameras. Oh, look at Austin with Shaggy as well. Turn 1, beautiful by Austin, but he did ride the curb. He rode the curb there. He was off the truck. He was in front, though. Shaggy doesn't care. He's going to try and go around the outside here. Battle for 7th position. Shaggy very close to him. Oh, my God, he's going to hang it. Beautiful by Shaggy. Bit of a nudge there, but Shaggy keeps the position. Beautiful defensive driving. Great battling. Shaggy retains P7. Oz is in 9th. Baz has halved his grid position. Jesus. Holy fucking flies on a fucking shit sandwich. Mark still with DRS, but he's looking a bit more pressurised now by Hambo. Are we going to get that Danny and Hambo battle up front? We already are. Just Mark's in the mix as well. Beautiful corner in there by the Alpine driver, all three of them. Absolutely on the game. A fair play to Freeman, and there's Noodleck and Woodsy having a bit of a ding-dong there. Noodleck into 13th, Woodsy down to 14th. Got Raver Chili just behind him as well. Austin all over Shaggy. He can't find a way through. The key with Shaggy is not to get frustrated, just wait and pick your moment. This is best and really only way. I don't know how Jar Dirt's gone so far down here. He was fighting up in the top 12, unless you had an incident earlier in the race. Not quite sure what's happened there, but we move on and digress. So here we go. We're going to have a little look. And we're going to go to Hambo then. They've all got DRS again, so it's pretty much Linus Stern. The top three, Noodleck with the first penalty of his afternoon. Or evening, should we say, of course. A 1 minute... 13th place, sorry, got a penalty. 1 minute, what the fuck am I talking about? Holy moly. Just not having a good time here. Raver overtakes Woodsy. That is going down the DRS straight, down the back straight. We're on board with one Alpine being chased by Williams. The Red Bull overtakes the second one. Freeman gives with a penalty just behind. Could be huge come the end of the Grand Prix. Come up to 1/3 distance when we come across the line at the end of the next lap. So, of course, we are just over a quarter distance now. 21 views, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Yellow flag there. That is... Oh, Noodleck's made a mistake, I think. Noodleck has made a big mistake. Noodleck's fallen all the way to the back. I don't know what's going on there. Noodleck's round. And he's only just got back going again. Is he going to continue on? He does. Jar of Dirt coming down the back straight. Is just in front of these guys. She's going to have to move well off the racing line. Of course, no ghosting in RRF1. We've got Shaggy and Austin. We're going to go back here quickly because these two, once again, are proving to have the best action at the moment. Austin goes to the outside this time on Shaggy. Takes the narrower line. And Shaggy has to concede. Austin hit that absolutely perfectly, that apex. Has to stop Shag from coming back through. P7, the comeback drive for the Williams drive. Williams having a great race so far. Long way to go, of course, yet, though. Back up front. Danny, Dartmark, Hambo. These three audio check, guys. Make sure. I want all the guys in the comments let me know the audio's still fine. Fingers crossed. I hope it is. They've just got to all continue on. If one guy's got less time than the other, they're going to be the first one to kind of make that inevitable stand, you'd imagine. Austin seems to have gone away from Shaggy. Oz is still doing a fine job, as is Baz. Ferrari's to occupy 10th and 11th at the moment. Bishop and Forrester having their own little private race there. And Shaggy's come back on Austin. Is Shaggy going to go back? No, I think he's just going to kind of pull back into the slipstream there. We're just doing the commentary off the mini-map. Right there. No one else kind of in a battle at the moment. Bishop and Forrester seem to be kind of getting closer and closer together as well. The softs. And we got an all good there by Ryan. Cheers to that, mate. I hope you guys are all enjoying the race so far. Top three are just poised. Absolutely poised. Very professional race so far. And a bit of a scrappy start of the race, but then it always happens at Russia. Something always happens, even in the real F1. Remember a few years ago, Grosjean got punted. Was it last year? Actually, was it last year? Grosjean had that incident, didn't he, where he got slammed off the track in that three-car sandwich. It might have been last year. You guys can confirm for me in the chat. I'm not sure if it was last year. And, of course, you had Raikkonen and Bottas. Even the real F1 drivers fuck up sometimes, like, you know what I mean? So these guys, they ain't getting paid to fucking do this. Unless any of them are Twitch affiliate and streaming their fucking point of view, then they are getting paid to do it. But you know what I mean? They're not professional drivers. These guys are all taking their own time out of their own family evenings and their own personal lives to be able to come and do this. Round around the outside of Woody there, around the right-hander. And we'll come up to lap the first car on lap 9. That is Jar of Dirt. Will she get out of the way or will she not? We're going to find out now. The highest place reserve at the moment. Well, yeah, Vettel and Kvyat. That's a special case, isn't it? Darmok having a little look at Danny, but not so much that it kind of ruins his own momentum there. Can I get himself back into the tow here? Just one board with from Hambo's perspective. Jar of Dirt is literally round the corner now. She's going to have to think about making a move out of the way. But with no blue flags, you don't need to go anywhere. And there is your old boy, Hambo. Following Dartmark. Dartmark, a former VRF1, SF1 champion, of course. Still in contention in this championship, of course. Jarvdir's not moving out of the way here. Jarvdir needs to get right out of the way. Jarvdir is not getting out of the way here. Jarvdir, you've got to move. That could have caused some real issues for the front runners. Jarvdir's got to move. Jarvdir's not moving here. There's no ghosting on. And Hambo's been put off. This is not good driving. This is not good driving by Dandans at the back. That is awful. Awareness minus a million there, to be fair. It's put Hambo right out of DRS here. You back markers have to move out the way. You got to move out the way there. When blue flags show, you got to get your ass out the way. That's the way it works. And I think Hambo may very well lose DRS. He's going to have to put an absolute shift round the final corner. And there you go. He's lost it, I think. He has. He's out of DRS range now. This is a big blow for him. Now, that was caused by the back marker not paying attention. That wasn't very good at all. Got to show more awareness than that, Danny. Got to be honest. Not good in the slightest here. We move on. We're not going to go slagging people off the whole way through the race. One mistake doesn't define your character. Well, say that. Look at me in Baku. Maybe it does define your fucking character. I don't know. And we've actually found the battle between Gamerman and Woodsy. And this O's is pitting in early. He's going on to the medium tyres. Hambo's got himself back up this, so all is not lost. No damage there done. Let's see how Freeman reacts to the back marker. Will Dandans get out of the way this time? You'll need to. There's no ghosting in VRF1. RF1, sorry. Well, there was VRF1, but not anymore. Dandans needs to move out of the way here. This is appalling defending. Move, man! Jesus Christ. Honest to God. That way, just off the fucking race line. Jeez Louise. Right. Appalling shit. O's is coming. Oh, O's is just off the top 10. Chocky will need to pit again, though. O's filters out in P11. And Darmark makes a move, but doesn't get it done. Which is going to put Hambo right back into it. So right back to where we were just before. So here we go then. Top three all together. Still, they've returned after the kind of debacle with the back marker. They've all found themselves back together again in the same position they were before. Just on slightly more worn tyres and probably slightly more heated tempers, to be fair. Here we go. First, second and third still together, guys. Awesome sauce. We've got another battle here between 10th, 11th and 12th. We'll see how this goes. Danny goes defensive. Danny's been rattled here defensively. Dartmouth goes to the outside. Danny covers him off, which is going to give Hambo the momentum. Is he going to be able to go right the way around the outside here? Hambo and Dartmouth. That's well done by Hambo. Squeezed him off. And Hambo finally gets himself to P2. And now, is he going to look towards going for Danny, or is he just going to focus on defending? Well, he's going to have to go for the lead, isn't he, Hambo? Superb battling between these three. Of course, Riley was up there too. He DNF'd earlier. Would have been fascinating to see where Hambo would have got to. I can't take my eyes off this battle. It's just absolutely enthralling. Dartmark there. Maybe his tyres are going a little bit more. Ozers and Rassier overtake Baz. I think Baz is going to be safe in 12th. Gamerman and Woodsy battling for 16th here. And I think Moonlake's done the pair of them. Moonlake has done the fucking pair of them. Moonlake up to 15th. Gamerman with a 3-second penalty. Danny's been overtaken by Hambo. Hambo, 2 cars, 1 lap. That's how we do it. Dartmark very close to the back. Runs a little bit wide. These guys have just took off from Freeman, who is back behind Jar of Dirt. Freeman's got no wing. Freeman's got no wing. Holy moly. Well, that's why Jar of Dirt overtook Freeman just out of necessity, I'm assuming. And Freeman's race is pretty much ruined. Oh, God, what are you going to have to do from here? You can get softs to the end from here, but it's an absolute slog, which is undoubtedly going to promote Bish to 4th. Forrester could be right behind him. Nudelek here, and Freeman's race is absolutely shagged, quite frankly. Forrester does come into the pits, which promotes Austin. Well, it's going to be the P5 for Austin. I don't know what happened to Freeman. Someone could confirm for me in the chat. If India are watching, you might know what's gone on. I'm not 100% sure myself. If you can, let me know. That would be fantastic. Shaggy's up to P6. What a Grand Prix he's having. Dartmark seems to have dropped right back off the pace here. And I don't think, well, Jardick's going to... Well, Jardick gets out of the way of Austin. And... Bish is... What's Bish? Oh, that's Woodsy in front of him. Woodsy is going to be battling now. This is going to be fascinating. Let's see if Woodsy will get out the way of the races, or is he going to focus on Dandans in 17th? Battle for 17th there. I'm curious to see what goes on here, to be fair. but we never watched the back end of the battles. We're not going to, because we've got Chucky and Rassier very close together. Rassier coming right to the back there of that. And look at Oses all the way up in P9 here. A track he did not even expect to finish. And he is up there, Bish with a penalty. That could be huge later in the Grand Prix. It's about 4th position in penalties here. Page has left session. Cheers, Page, for showing up, buddy. There will be a seat for you moving forward. Obviously, if there's any reserved seats, you let my ass know if you can race, and we'll get you in if we can. Seems to fit very well in the pace of this league, actually. So here is Forrester then battling, and we're going to go back up top because the cars are pretty close again. These guys are going to go. They're on lap 14, so we're entering half distance once we're halfway around this lap. And will Jarvik get out the way? I'm curious to see. It's already been a bit of a thorn in the front runner's side so far. Won't get out the way so far. That's blue flags. Absolutely flying. I don't know. I'm not sure if she's racing with fucking... Yeah, Bish just flies past. That's not going to be too much of an issue. There you go. So that's fair enough. Did it right in the grip there. Absolutely shamefully. Oh, dear. Forrester half a second behind Freeman. Freeman had to go on the hard tyres. That's fucking destroyed his chance of probably a win there, or a potential outside shot. I was saying, why the fuck is he 10 seconds off? I'm battling there. Woodsy's overtaken Jar of Dirt. Jar of Dirt made a mistake there, which has given Woodsy a huge position. That's P17, even though it's nowhere near the points. That is something Woodsy's going to love and take to the back. 33 views. Have we got a raid, ladies and gentlemen? We got a raid in the house? Hey, 33 views, Jar of Dirt getting nicely. That's much better, Danny. Well done, love. Fair play. 33 views, guys. Thank you very much for watching. That's yellow flag getting lovely out of the way. Well done, Dance. Like I said, your back marker, you make a bit of a mistake. Shit happens. If we've got a raid, there's actually nothing to come up. So, Nightbot is still there. That's good. If you're raiding, guys, let me know. Put yourselves in the chat. Back down to 22 views. Don't know what the hell's going on there then. It just shot up to 33 briefly, guys. Thank you very much for watching if you haven't. And Hambo, the first one to dive into the pits. But if I'm right, Hambo will come out just in time. Just in front of Bish. If he's just behind, Bish could really hinder him here. So it's going to be very close between those guys. And we're just going, speaking of close, Danny and Mark both having a big scrap here. My views have gone right. I don't have a fucking clue what's going on. Rashi's there. Cheers for watching there, Rashi. Well, I guess the reviews are trolling me, but we did get to 34 briefly, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you did briefly come in, I don't know what's going on, to be honest with you. But we're on board then with the top two, Danny and Dartmark, having once again another scrap. These guys always end up... See, of course, they came to blows at the British Grand Prix, if you remember. But Danny was penalised for his incident there with him. Forrester, fastest lap on fresh mediums. Forrester's overtaken Freeman, whose race has been severely compromised. Let's not forget that. Freeman, of course, I didn't catch what his incident was, but it was severely compromised. And Bish then, obviously barring... Well, Bish is on course for another fine 4th place. Had a 4th place in TSD at Portimao just a shade over a week ago. Streamed the Sunday Drive Race and streamed Monday Night. Bish, of course, has already had a big scouting mission on his hands here. So he knows the strategies. He knows when and where to fuck up, or when not to fuck up. Chucky and Rassier then all side by side go around the long left-hander. Sorry, forgive me, I keep looking at the minimap and forgetting which one my lefts and rights are. That's not ideal in the slightest. Well, who will pit this? Is Danny going to come in? Danny pits in, so Danny's coming in. Will he come out for a Hambo? Dartmark continues on. Mark seemingly has life in his tyres. I'm not sure if there was a raid then, guys, but if there was, thank you very much. The views just shot up, so I don't quite know what's gone on there, but thank you, I guess, unless people have decided to tune in or whatever. Twitch has been giving us false information. I think Rassier has finally done Chucky, moves himself into P12, and Danny has come out behind Hambo comfortably here. But Austin's pitted as Shaggy, right? Okay. So Hambo then behind Bish in P2. Now this could really help out Dartmark having Bish here. Bish has been known to get his elbows out. He's not fighting for the lead, but he doesn't have to let the car behind go through. Freeman with the fastest lap in the fucking hards, 34.996. Hambo just needs to be patient. He's going to be first here. Bish is driving similar pace, if not the same as Dartmark. Mark has put a hell of a burden on his tyres, and Oses has jumped Shaggy and Austin. And Hambo's going for the move here. Hambo goes for the move into the right-hander. Beautifully done. That is special. That's a special move there, Hambo. Big boy move there. Well done, buddy. Up into P2. He needed that move. In fact, this has put Hambo into prime position for the win at this stage. Long way to go, guys. Just a shade over 11 laps to go. Sorry, Chucky in the pits from just outside the points. Rassier's ahead of him, but he does need to pit also. Of course, many people hindered early on from having to pit and having incidents and crashing, etc., etc. Danny's gone purple in Sector 2, so he's charging back up. But Dartmark pits in now. I can only imagine that Dartmark is going to be in P3. I'm not going to go to speculation, not going to kind of guess, gamble or whatever, but Hambo and Danny have had hella good laps, and Shaggy with the 3-second penalty down in P10 there. He follows Rassier. So Ozers and Austin battling. That's a battle for track position here. Austin's had some serious bad luck. Yeah, exactly, mate. You can only wish great upon him. I mean, that was amazing, an amazing move. But will Bish come out in front of Forrester and Freeman here? Bish may have just come out a bit too late. Dartmark's come out in an absolute world of his own here. So that's kind of handy. We've got Bish in the pits, as we said. Dan dances by himself there with Noodle Neck. There you go. There's 18th, sorry. Just trying to see. Bish comes in. Bish has come out behind Forrester and Freeman. Austin's done Ozers there. Shaggy and Rassier battling. The two guys who have been the most consistent. Rassier, the first time he's been out the points all season, of course. Was the last race. So look at this here. Oh, the two of them met in the middle. Oh, that was a bit of nip and tuck on it. Jeez Louise. Rassier down to 10th. Shaggy up to P9. Freeman is going to be a sitting duck right now, but he's got track position at least. As has Forrester. Forrester looking very tasty here in this particular race. Going to stick on board with Shaggy and Rassier. Rassier's tyres are done. He may very well be seeing his championship battle slip further away from him. 3 of his rivals are up at the front of the grid. Obviously, Whale not here this week. One of the top 6, of course. 6 guys who are right up there fighting for the championship. Austin, of course, just a bit further down, as is Bish. Oh, what a fucking race this has been, guys. Seriously, obviously we had a bit of a dodgy start to it, but other than that, what an absolute cracker this has been. Jarred out with a 3-second time penalty. And we've got a big battle going, a big battle going behind him. Noodle Neck battle for 14th place. Yellow flag, Sector 3. Who is that? It's Freeman. Freeman's had an issue. I don't know quite what's gone on. Freeman's fallen down. He's shot behind Bish. I don't quite know what's gone on there. Freeman carries on. I don't know if Bish has sent the move. I'm not going to, like I said, no speculation, no sighting, no speculation. Kind of a good way to do it. We commentate, we don't fill in shit sheets. That's kind of the way we look at it. Chucky, we're going to go back to the battle 40. It's the best thing on track at the moment. Noodle Neck sends a move then. Oh, sorry, I like Chucky sends a move on Noodle Neck. Chucky looking for the switchback. If he can nail this is absolutely beautiful for P14. That is how you do it. Oh, look at that defending there by Chucky. What's he got past? Superstar, big boy move there by Chucky. He's going to move up. We've got Dan just in front. Hopefully she gets out of the way of the ensuing battle. We've got Ozers and Shaggy. Then we're going to have a look up here because Shaggy here in 8th position. Oh, battling for 8th position. Sorry, Ozers and Shaggy. These two have had ding-dongs a bit further down the grid. I think it'll appear. Oh, shit, there's a fucking wall there, mate. Holy moly. Rara and Raver having a bit of a battle too. We're going to go back here just to see what's going on. Rara's been in the wars this race. What is Dandan's doing? What the hell is she doing? You're not even in a battle. Speaking of a battle for 12th. The R's, Rara and Raver. Raver hangs back onto the position, but Rara is all over the back of him here. It's like the individual battles outside the points are going fucking apeshit. Danny gets fastest lap, 34.1. He's beginning to catch back up here. What the hell's that on me? Fucking fluff. Ugh. Sorry, I'm back. Shaggy's got Ozers, by the way, so forgive me. Shaggy got Ozers good down the previous DRS, straight DRS. Puts himself into P8. Shaggy can get back on the march to the end of the Grand Prix. Rara and Raver, these two side by side. Oh, Raver nearly worked that a treat if he could get the momentum round. Rara hit the curb even. He's given him absolutely ample amounts of room. Raver there, and he's got past him. Rara finally into P12. Awesome stuff there, battling up and down the grid. Jeez Louise, man, absolutely beautiful racing. Rassier pits in, he can't drag it out any longer. Surrenders the final points position to Baz, who, let's face it, no one thought that motherfucker was going to be the highest Ferrari driver today. Chucky's had a bit of a mare. He's on the comeback too, though, so Chucky's got a lot of time to make up. Let's go back and see how far he is away. He's 16 seconds off Baz. That's a lot of time to make up at Russia. Plenty of time to make up for it and lose it. And now we've got honours even again. Bish and Forrester have met back up on lap 19, of course. All the main runners are on lap 19. Battle for 4th place. Gamerman, Woodsy and Dandas all a lap down at the moment. I think Forrester is really counting his chickens here. He's going to go to the... He's going to hold the short... Well, it's a longer line for now, but short line. Will he still have the advantage? No, he doesn't. I think Forrester's settling here for P5, which is a great result for him. I think it's his highest result of the season, but he does have a flying Austin and Freeman behind him. Will that make a difference before the end? We will, of course, find out, ladies and gentlemen. Bish is up to P4. Hambo and Danny are battling. 1 3-second penalty can change the dynamic of their battle immediately. Of course, guys about penalties. We've got top 3, Mark, Hambo and Danny. Ozers, Rara and Raver and Woodsy. I've got to shout out, guys. That's 7 people with no penalties at the Russian Grand Prix. That's a fucking achievement in itself. Fair play, hombres. That's magic stuff. We've got Rara and Raver still battling, by the way. Having a lovely battle back there. And Chucky and Rassur found each other again. These two have been dashing all the way through the race. Working their way silently through. Battle outside the points. Rassur losing some of that consistency, which gave him the championship lead in the first place. Freeman and Austin, what's gone on there? Wait a minute. I thought they were miles apart. Austin's had an absolute mega run on him. Keep your eyes peeled back there for 13th. Rara and Raver, they're 1 place at Rara. And what a name that is, Rara and Raver. They should be teammates next season, man. Seriously. Oh, if there's a safety car, that chucks everything wide open. A safety car will probably, well, a lot of the guys behind will have penalties, but then obviously it's all a case of what tyre to go on. You'll see Freeman probably jump in. It'll scramble the order right up. Bring everyone close together. It'll take about 2 or 3 laps to get back in to play. We've only had 1 VSC, no actual full course caution. It could happen. As we ride on board with the Williams of Austin, looking to try and somehow bring his season back up. Austin was a championship contender. He still is, but he's got an absolutely outside shot now compared to an absolute dead cert end of season rival. I mean, when Danny had his bad run, Austin hit the bad run at the same time. Freeman, a little bit of a dig there. But Austin manages just 2 cars almost come together on the kink in the corner just before. It's a big, dangerous fucking DRS straight, in fairness. But well done, Austin. That puts him up to P6 then. Austin back up to 6th. That's his highest position for a long while. Rara beginning to make it pull away from Raver there. Rassir's got... So we've got the 3 R's, Rara, Raver and Rassir. Luckily, I'm not Jonathan Ross, so I can get away with just saying Wawa, Waver and Wassel. So we're doing pretty well. That's... don't know what I'm on about. Austin with a penalty. That could be huge. And Forrester pits. Why? No wing change. Why is he pitting? He's chucked a good result here away, Forrester. He didn't need to pit. He's dropped a lot of points, and he may not get fastest laps. Maybe he just wanted to show us off the fucking absolute Durex Putin edition. Quite frankly, look, he's got a condom on his fucking head, is what I'm trying to say. And look at the gap behind. We've got Rara, Raver, Rassir, Chucky. These guys are all going to be one incident here, and that 10th position battle is going to light up like a fucking firework display. But anyway, we've got the likes of Gamerman, Jar of Dirt there just at the back, and Woodsy's just let Bish go through, so that's P4 he's allowed to go through. Austin and Freeman there battling as well. Soft tyres have got another 4-5 laps with them. Absolutely running at peak performance. So fair play to everybody still going, guys. 18 drivers were on Sochi out of a possible 20. We lost a lot more than that on Monday, and I was one of the 5th or 6th guy to retire. So, you know, I don't know how many finished. I wasn't watching, of course. I raged. So, yeah. Now, Rassir and Raver, these guys have not been in the points at all. All race. So the fact that these guys are still pushing as hard as they are shows absolute grit and determination here. All involved in lap 1 incidents, all into the pits. Well, I think Rara was briefly in the points for a lap, and look at that, Raver allows Rassir to go through. We'll deal with whatever clips we offset. Of course, it is going to be Gritmaster or Grit, and Ryan, I can't remember what Ryan's tag he uses nowadays. Fuck knows, quite frankly. But now well, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see if Forrester can come back. Will he catch Baz too quickly to do a fastest lap? Freeman having a look at Austin. Cool helmet design by Freeman there, by the way. I think that's pretty epic. But nope, not good enough here, unfortunately. As we maintain our track on 22 views, guys. Thank you for watching. If you haven't followed, be sure to do so. And I'm going to start advertising these streams again next week. If Facebook fuck me for it, big middle finger back to you. Here we go then. So Rassir's on Rara. Rassir on Rara. And that's a DRS overtake here now. AlphaTauri. Will Forrester relinquish a point? I don't think it'll matter because Rara's not got any penalties, to be fair. Depending on how many penalties that Rassier has, I don't think it'll really matter. Oz is one of the stars of the day today. Freeman's had a great race. I wonder who they're going to get. Shaggy as well. Almost faultless from Shaggy. Obviously, they got their old black and white flag next to his name. The front three have kind of mellowed down a little bit. I'll obviously have a chat with them guys if nothing goes wrong. Still 5 laps to go, though. Austin runs a bit wide there. Freeman's making them hard work. An absolute treat. Of course, he had that incident earlier. Pardon me. And there's Rara with a penalty. That's huge. Forrester's got Baz. So Baz now. Well, Rassier's got to make 9 up on him. 9 seconds Rassier's got to make on Baz. This will be heartbreaking if Baz doesn't get any points here. One of the drivers today, Baz, just got himself through the race with no problems whatsoever. Austin and Freeman having a right big ding-dong back here. Or up here, sorry, in P5. Freeman with a penalty. That could be huge come the end. Pushing too hard there on the exit of 2. And, probably, well, the edge is the turn 3, basically, isn't it? And there you go. Epic sauce, guys. So far, been a really fun race to commentate on this. Still 4.5 laps to go, and we know how crazy RRF1 races can be. Come the end. Bishop's got away from Austin, so Austin now still is battling with Freeman. We're going to go back to the battle for 12th position, because that seems absolutely fucking mental. Rara, Raver, and Chucky all together. Chucky's not made any inroads on these guys. He probably should have by now. Whether he's got wing damage or just seemingly lost all pace. It's surprising. Now this is going to be where Baz needs to put in a big boy display here. He's going to have to keep going. He's on much older tyres than Rassier, and Rassier will be absolutely hauling him in. Will Forrester move up and get Ozers at this late stage? On board with the 12th position battle. Austin just keeping Freeman behind there. Oh, we're going to go back here because Raver Chili and Chucky, great rivals here. They had the same lap time in Q1 for a while. Raver parks the car at the perfect position to stop him. Of course, these guys at Singapore will be looking to move battle a bit higher up the field, of course. Raver just has a much better setup than Chucky, it seems. Manages to keep. I know Chucky's obviously getting to the bottom 10% of his battery, which is a power depletion and power decrease anyway. But still, Raver put it out. Well, he had DRS as well, so I guess that's kind of what it was. But Raver, with just simple DRS from the back of Rara, has managed to keep P12. Freeman is still all over Forrester. Gamer Woodsy getting nicely out of the way as well. They just literally. I think the fact that the guys like Gamerman, Woodsy, Jarrah, it's all about learning on the job for them. You know what I mean? It's just literally about learning on the job. Now, Jarrah Dirt is right in front of the race leader. She's going to have to get royally out of the way here. She can't interfere with this race leading battle because we obviously brought her in as a reserve. It's a debut with RRF1. Chucky with the 3-second penalty. I think he's just overtaken 2 cars on a corner cut. Oh dear, Chucky, that's not ideal. Jarrah Dirt then on starting here 24th lap. Hambo starting lap 23rd lap. Sorry, Hambo starting his 25th lap. Oh no! John, what the hell is she doing? Just pulled back across the line. That's awful. Oh dearie me. Oh, good grief. Wow. Out of practice indeed, but by God, you gotta get out the way. And Forrester's moved himself up to P8. He's got Ozers. Ozers looks pretty safe in P9 at the moment, with obviously penalties as well. Ozers may move up a couple more places. You have to wait and see come the end. Cars are pretty spaced out here. We've got a mad battle still for 12th. But other than that, we're kind of just hoping that the front runners all can traverse the back markers fine. It's not been plain sailing so far. You don't need to go that far off the track. Just know when to pull out the way. Got to be on your A game at all times as a back marker. I've been there before. A lot more recently than what I'd like to admit. And Freeman and Austin all over each other again. Freeman is not letting Austin ride here. This is a great battle for 5th position. Bish has just kind of kept himself to himself. Top 3 have had their own little race here. Freeman was up there with them, but had that incident where he lost his wing, but onto the hards, inevitably, of course, has dropped back royally because of the slower tyre. But now at the end of the race, he's really beginning to find his feet and really giving Austin a headache for 5th. And it would be for 6th, but obviously Forrester pitted. I'm surprised he pitted. Really surprised, but he's got himself back to 8th. He's only dropped a few places. In fact, he may have dropped behind these two, so he may have made the perfect decision, actually, as he hauls in Shaggy for P7. Freeman then. Chucky with a 3-second penalty, and there you go. Freeman just looking to chill behind Austin. He knows he's got a whole DRS straight ahead of him. All about damage limitation here for the Haas driver. Shout out to everyone. I think obviously the 2 reserves, Page and Riley, have had, well, terrible starts. Riley had a great start. Page got himself up there too. Both crashed out on the corner before the DRS. Or on the straight leading to the corner before the DRS, should I say. And we have got 2 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a pretty stoic end to the race for the top 3. Battles here and there. Very professionally taken race. Now, Nudelek may potentially be lapped also, so he's got Hambo just behind him as well. Nudelek's had a bit of a stinker, to be fair, but he's kept going. And he's kept on the medium tyres the entire way through the race. Fair play to him. Done a Rosberg from 2015, I think it was. No, 2014. Was it 2014 when he went like the entire race on mediums. Oh man, what a... Oh, look at this Raver! Have a look at Rara! Raver and Rara side by side. Oh, Rara didn't let him too much room, but it's the undulation of the corner. Raver having to go across the chicane there. Yellow flag Nudelek getting nicely out of the way there of everybody. Well done, Nudelek. Fair play, buddy. Raver's been overtaken by Chucky as well. So Chucky's made it through. Chucky up to P13. Oh no, this... Oh no. The heartbreak for Baz. The race leader's went to the final lap. Baz has to hold them for a lap and a half. Is he going to have less penalties than rest here? I don't know. Austin and Freeman having a ding-dong too. Those guys are really far behind the race leaders, but the race has been their own path. And here comes Rassier about to break the Ferrari driver's heart and go to P11, but is it enough? Is it going to be enough for Rassier to salvage a point? He needs to salvage any points he can if you have these dodgy races as a championship fighter. What the hell? What's he doing? Freeman? What the? He must have thought it was the last lap. Don't give me that. Freeman had a chance at Austin. He's let off the accelerator and now he's 6 seconds down. This could help Shaggy and all out. If Forrester and Shaggy don't battle, they can find themselves in a position. That's a yellow flag here. But Freeman's out of fuel. Freeman, what? That was harsh. Freeman's run out of fuel. Freeman's out of fuel on the last lap. Oh no. Oh dearie me. And Hambo wins the race, guys. Sorry, forgive me. Some of the drama. Hambo wins the Russia. God, that's the first time I've missed a winner in an RRF1 race. The drama with Freeman. Hambo wins Russia. From Danny and Dartmark. Excellent drive from the top 3. On board with Bish then. Freeman is trundling down the order. Freeman has seen his race go from great to pretty shit to really decent to forgetting he wasn't on the last lap. And Nudelek's left the session. Oh yeah, he would do. He's on a terrible one. Look at Freeman. Has been overtaken by Rassier. Rassier's got Oses. Oses has been overtaken as well. Alpha Tyre had a great stuff. Bish gets P4. Raver's got a 10-second penalty. What the hell's gone on there? Doesn't make a difference. And Baz has taken a point off him. Unbelievable. Forrester comes around the final corner. Shaggy in 6th. What a race for Shaggy. Forrester ran out of fuel. Rassier doesn't jump in. Baz moves ahead of him. Freeman doesn't score a point. Fuel has been brutal. Everyone's under fuel because I thought it was going to be a safety car. Rara and Chucky move up. Raver's out of fuel. Fucking hell. O's just run out of fuel too and still gets P7. Unbelievable sauce. Everyone, that's why you never underfuel too much, guys. You will not always get a safety car in this game. As Raver Chili, bring us home, baby. Everybody's run out of fuel. Freeman, the prime example. Oh my God, what a race. Baz went from out of the point heartbreak to absolute 9th position ecstasy in a case of 3/4 of a lap. That's how you do it. That's what we do at RRF1. Oses and Baz both in the points. Fair play. Baz driver there, I'll give him that. Oh, my God. Mate, expect the unexpected. And there is the race winner. Hambo, Danny, and Dark Mark. And by the way, guys, no Goat Simulator raid today. I want a different game, please. I want to raid a respectful channel. I'm not going raiding people like that again. We did it last week and it was a bot, so I don't want to waste raids. But anyway, so there is your results, guys. Only 2 drivers DNF'd from the Russian Grand Prix. That's fucking mental in itself. Hambo wins the Russian Grand Prix shadow of 43.5 minutes. 3.7 seconds separates first and second. 5.2 separates the top 3. Bish some way down. He did get the fastest lap. Bish gets the fastest lap point for P4. Austin in 5th. Great comeback drive with Shaggy. Excellent quiet drive for Shaggy. Well, I'll say quiet. He had a huge battle halfway through, but gets 7 P6. This is where the madness started. Ozers jumped up due to no penalties. Forrester and Baz move ahead of... Well, Forrester down to 8. Baz jumps Rassir. Rara and Chucky both jumped Freeman. Freeman was looking like he was on course for a P6 at the start of lap 27. Got to the end and forgot he had to do anything. So there we had Raver. Obviously, lots of penalties. Ran out of fuel, so is what it is. Nudenlek in 15th, a lap down, as was Gamerman. Woodsy and Jarv did bring up the rear with the AMG Page and AMC Riley, the reserves. Then up there, I don't know if Danny has a mic, guys, if someone could confirm for me. I don't know if he does or not. Where are we going to go? I can't remember who the fucking podiums were. Shit. Oh, Dark Mark, of course. Oops. Here we go. That's 1. And we've got 2, which is... I'll invite Danny in. If he turns around and says he hasn't got a mic. I'll check. I don't know if he does actually have a mic, to be fair. He hasn't been joining parties with people recently, so we'll double check that. Here comes Dark Mark. I'll invite Danny in. I don't know if he's got a mic. He'll let us know in a minute. We've got people in the party. We've got Mark there. I'm waiting for Hambo to jump in. And yeah, so that guys was probably it was a weird race. Nothing happened for half of it, and then it just all springs into life. But yeah, just wait for Hambo. We've got a minute or 2 now. Wait for Hambo, and then if not, we'll just conduct the interview with just Mark. In this case, but yeah. Oh, here he is. It's Danny. Danny's in. Right, okay. We need Hambo then. He can finally get off the emojis on the Facebook page and come and give us a chat for a minute. He's going to be coming in. Let's have a look at that there.
Here comes the coaching.
If fuck it isn't, I'm not going there tonight. Refusing. I'm absolutely refusing to do it tonight. Only because after last week it kind of fucked the raid up, so I don't want to kind of do that. Who is receiving clips? It is Ryan and Alan, aka Grit, and whatever he goes by now. I don't know what his new gamer tag is. Sneaky Wolf or Aqua Bubble or one of the fucking 2. Right, can I have a mic check, please, everyone?
Yo, simulator.
Nope, not going to this tonight, mate, after last week. Right. Basically, no. To be fair, you 3 had your own little battle, didn't you? It was quite fun to watch, and then you just kind of spread out. So we'll talk to Hambo first. Well done, mate. Started at the back of these 3. Ended up winning. I wasn't sure if your undercut would work, mate. It did perfectly. Talk us through your race.
Yeah, at the end, people were still doing lap times, but I fucked my last lap up. I hit the wall on the 3rd qualifying. I've fed it up, but fucked it, hit the wall, and then Riley put in just a quick enough time to put me 4th. Got Riley off the start. I think he had a slow one, and then I just had to wait for Danny and Mark to battle it out and see if there was any room. And then I think I got Mark when they went into turn 1 pretty close, and then just got Mark on the exit, and then just pitted early and thought, fuck it, see what happens.
It was an exceptionally patient drive. You started doing that a lot more, Hambo. I've noticed, obviously, when you've had a few bad races this season, you're not like a lot of the quicker drivers that we have, or that we've had in the past. You just send it into every fucking corner. You're very, very calculated. Tonight, you just sat there. It was Mark outbraked himself a little bit, and then straight on the outside into P2, got Danny on the same lap, and obviously he didn't look back after that. You pitted in, got the undercut, and away you went. But And then obviously at the end of the race, bit of dodginess with the back markers. We caught it all on stream. So
yeah, I think Danny's
luckily
teammate Woodsy. Is it Woodsy?
No, mine's Noodle Neck, I think.
Noodle. Yeah, no, he was sound. He got right out of the way, but fucking Gerard Dirt, I was going around the outside or inside, whatever, on the main straight.
Yeah, they did the same to me early in the race as well. Got him away.
Yeah, this was, us three were down the. I don't know what sector. I don't know any of that, but us three got past. But yeah, it's just on the racing line, but it was just a bit annoying. But then it happened again. Like as soon as I was side by side, it like she jolted left. It just took me off. I thought I was going to fucking send it into a wall.
I royally shit myself as well.
I thought I was I fucking shit myself.
But a bit of lack of awareness. I mean, it's Danny's first race back in a while. We'll work on that. We'll get that ironed out. But no, well done though. Well, all three of you, Hambo. It's going to be the same interview for all three of you, basically, because you've all had the same race. Everyone else who had battles down below
pretty good
had their
race,
own shit. You guys just got on, but it was very professional for you three. I will give you that. But well done, Hambo. 25 points, of course. On to Singapore next week.
Cheers.
We'll see you then. Danny, back on the podium. You've had a shit run, mate. Obviously, you had a win last week, but before that, you've gone from 126 points up the road to battling back. You're battling back really well, mate.
No, I had a shocker.
Talk us through your race, because you've had a hell of a race. It's been a fun one for you. Talk about it.
Well, yeah, quality, I was surprised to get Paul the foot Hambo and obviously run away with that, because over one lap he's pretty much unbeatable. But like, yeah, the race, I don't think I've had a sweaty first half of the race ever. All three of us were within a second for, I don't know how many laps it was.
Fucking dripping.
Yeah, no, it was like, I think any mistake and both of you were going to get past. But yeah, and then Hambo pit and I thought, do I follow him? And then, yeah, by the time I hit him, it was 3 seconds up the road. And then for the last 8 laps, I was managing fuel. I finished on 0.02 laps of fuel. But good.
You're one of the rare people not to lose fuel in that race. We'll talk about that in a minute, by the way. That was an epic ending. But no, you pretty much had the same as... Well, yeah, there goes everyone saying well done and hashtag no safety car. That ruined all of you, didn't it?
Yeah, but, no, yeah, definitely.
But no, back in the championship hunt now, Dan. In fact, I believe, from what I can work out mathematically, I think you are leading just.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Right now, with obviously Rassia dropping a lot of points, Whale not being here. I think it's about 5 or 6 of you still battling, which is mad. We've got, obviously, we're going to let you guys know in the next week, before the next race event, probably after the race report on Friday, if China's going to be in. We're going to have a big, long discussion about it, whether we're going to, because Abu Dhabi, we know, is going to be the...
That's a disgusting track to do.
So Abu Dhabi is going to be the last one, and we know Jeddah the second to last, so we've got to fit it in. But no, Danny, well done, mate. 18 points back on form, and we'll never know. Maybe speaking to you in Singapore, mate. Well done. Well, the most consistent driver at the moment. It seems like whenever we have a consistent driver, they turn to shit. Dark Mark, you haven't turned to shit yet. Well done, mate. You're still P3. You're the only one out of everybody who's kept it going. I'm going to say talk us through your race, but I've heard it from those two. But I'll have your opinion. Yeah. Talk us through, mate.
Yeah, no, exactly the same as those two. Qualifying was really, really close. I didn't see how close it was until I
top 4 within a second.
Finished. Top 4, yeah, within. I think it was within like 2.
Well, not within a tenth, wasn't it? Yeah,
within 0.082.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, but no, qualifying was excellent. The first half of the race was excellent. I got a good start, managed to get round Danny, held it for a few laps. Danny got past once the DRS opened. Yeah, as you saw, everyone's in it. But yeah, no, it was a really, really fun first half of the race. Very calculated from the three of us to just pull away from everyone at the same time as well. But with the pit stop, it was a case of when you make your pit stop, and I thought I've got to go before them. Then Hambo went. I thought, well, I have to go before Danny then. Then Danny went in. I was like, all right, I'm stretching it then. But towards the end, yeah, I sort of started catching Danny. Obviously, I knew something must have been going on. Obviously, he was saving fuel. So I was catching towards the end, just going, go on, Danny, you always get a penalty. Just get one.
No, I was absolutely shitting myself because I'm going to run out of fuel here.
Yeah, but no, it was fun. I enjoyed the first half. Second half, as I say, was just try and catch Danny. Hambo was gone, but yeah, I enjoyed it. It was fun.
It turned into more of a kind of professional a real F1 race.
Yeah, I wish we all pit on the same lap and carried it going.
It would have been beautiful.
I don't know about you lot, but it gave me used softs. Did it give you new or used?
Yeah, no, used.
Yeah,
I thought they felt a bit dodgy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like, it just seems Russia's a little bit a booby track tonight. To be fair, like, just like it
The
kind of
Russians
caught
are
everybody
just
out. But
stingy.
we'll. I'm not going to say anything. I got banned last time I slagged Russia off, so I'm not going to go into it. Right? But well done to everyone that finished. 18 drivers finished with no safety car. As much of a troll as the no safety car was, guys, that's a fucking hell of an effort around Russia. Well done, everybody. Hambo, we're not going Goat Simulator only because of the fact we had a bot last week and it was a kid. So obviously I don't want to kind of fall down that hole. Fire away with the game, please, mate, and we'll obviously pick one.
All right,
You can still be a random ass game, just obviously it's not Goat Simulator this week.
All right, Cow Simulator.
We'll have a look.
No, I'm just what you want. I don't care. I don't watch it anyway.
Oh, we don't. Have you noticed how he's become really reserved now? We can't go and raid a goat.
Fucking
Must be
bullshit.
something about his life. I
thought
don't know
he
you
would
too
say
well, mate. I'm
farming
not going to go
simulator
judging.
or something.
Nah, it's got to be a goat.
That's pushing shit too far, isn't it? I don't even know where to fucking go to here now, man. Shit, I might have to go raid Goat Simulator, to be fair. There's not much on, to be honest. But no, guys, well done, everybody. If you guys fancy watching any co-op series, me and Bish are doing it tomorrow at 10 a.m. Then 9 p.m. we're doing Football Manager. The next big stream for us is going to be Sunday Drive. I'm back on the stream in this week, Mark. I don't trust myself behind the wheel after Monday. I'm shit. I'm going back to commentary. Fucking easy pickets. Fuck going on that track again. But no, yeah, so it'll be myself. Mark, I have no idea what track we're at. I think Spain, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think on Sunday.
Spain on Sunday.
And then obviously back to RRF1 next week with Bish. It'll be the Singapore Grand Prix, where you'll see me probably crash off again, which I can't wait for. Hambo, give me a game, man. I'm struggling. Just give me a game, son. Please. I'm struggling.
Yeah, fucking
I'm really
farming
struggling.
simulator. What Danny said. Might see a goat.
Oh my god. Cool. Let's go and watch someone combine a harvester. I don't know farming. I don't know. Farming Simulator 19. We're gonna go and raid someone called Outlaw Cowboy. That looks interesting, doesn't it? Raid. Actually, that sounds like something off fucking Brokeback Mountain, doesn't it? Actually, hopefully he's. Don't want to kind of go in there. If he's like a big fucking Texas guy, he'll fucking kill me, won't he? Right, and we're going to go raid Outlaw Cowboy, and that sticks to that. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Everyone jump in. We'll go and give this guy some love and, the old jazz. I'm back next week. Well done, you three. And everyone else, of course, who raced. Commiserations to Riley and Paige who didn't. And yeah, all the best. Much love. See you next week. Bye for now.